Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Yankee Stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the lineups.
Play ball. Good afternoon, everyone. Let's get it going. It is the BX Promise Strike Back podcast. The watch along tonight, the Yankees, this afternoon, take on the Cleveland Guardians in the first game of two separate emission doubleheader. I'm glad to see everyone's in the chat. It is the 4th of July weekend here where we honor America. Every day we should honor America no matter what. Be proud where you're from. We're the land of the home of the free and the brave. And because of folks like us and the folks that are serving the nation, the armed guard forces, they are the ones that helped us protect us and give us those freedoms and make us proud Americans. So salute to everyone as an American. Salute to everyone listening to us in the Philippines or around the country, around the world. Thank you guys for joining us. And we are celebrating America's birthday, the land of the home of the free, of the brave. And thank you, guys. The Yankees take on the Guardians in the first game of a doubleheader. I've got the lineups. Let's go right with the lineups. I hope everyone's doing good, first and foremost. I'm glad to be back doing some more baseball. We had the rain out. We were going to come on with the rain out. We held off of promoting it, so we did the basketball free agency instead. I know I like to personally announce and let everyone know when we're coming on ahead of time, so you guys could, plan around it or join us for a few minutes. And I always like to, but it was just the rain. We didn't know if they were going to play or not, but nevertheless, we should have it. Let's go with the lineups for. Let's start off with the home Guardian team. They're going to lead off. Steven Kwan will lead off and play third base. Batting shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. Batting second, batting third. The third baseman, Jose Ramirez. At first base, Jay Nader. Batting fifth, Franco Reyes as the designated hitter. Batting fifth, the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Rich Palacios. Batting seventh, Sandy Leon. And batting ninth is Miles Straw. Remember, we saw Miles Straw and Steven Kwan. They were the big controversy last time they were in Yankee Stadium with the all fans issue, getting on top of these left field wall and all the debris that was thrown off when the Gleyber Torres game-winning hit. That was a little bit of a black eye, and this is the first time these two teams meet after that incident. Hopefully, there's no blood spew. Hopefully, this is all in the turn the page, but I wouldn't be surprised if there might be some fireworks on the field between these two clubs. But I have the New York Yankees lineup, and it goes as follows. At third base, leading off, DJ LeMahieu. Batting second, designated hitter today is Aaron Judge. Batting third, in a rare third, I actually like Gleyber Torres at the third spot here if Rizzo is not there. Batting fourth, it is Giancarlo Stanton in right field. The left fielder and the 27-man of the doubleheader is Miguel Andujar. The center fielder, batting fifth, is Aaron Hicks, followed by the first baseman, Matt Carpenter. At catcher, Jose Trevino. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Marwin Gonzalez for the New York Yankees. And the first pitch is on the way, and it's 1-0. So they caught me a little off guard there. They said a later start, and they started a little 5 minutes early, so they caught me there. So 1-0 pitch to DJ LeMahieu and 2-0. So DJ LeMahieu, I give you his numbers. He's batting .262 with 7 home runs, 31 RBIs. We'll put the ticker on the bottom here with the lineup. So here's the 2-0 pitch. In there for a called strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. So it looks like they want a fast-paced game. Kirk McCarty is the pitcher for the Guardians. And the 2-1 pitch. 3 balls and 1 strike to the leadoff hitter, LeMahieu, on the changeup up and away. So 68 games for DJ LeMahieu so far played here. And the 3-1 pitch. And we have a leadoff walk. So good start for the Yankees here. Hey, Blue City Sports, salute. Yes, Miguel Andujar is back and is in the lineup. I hope he has a good game tonight. I hope he really puts some pressure, not only for him, for Miguel Andujar, even if he is not in Yankees' long-term plan, maybe he could get traded to a team where he could play. Here's Judge, who's batting .286 with 29 home runs, 59 RBIs for the big guy with a runner at first and the pitch. Judge takes a strike on a changeup, 0-1 to count. Marie Matthews, of course, it's a good start. I like it. When you got a runner on here, put some pressure on because it is a twin bill. They're going to play a 6-10 second game of a doubleheader, and you want to get in that bullpen early. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Judge puts this one charged to center field, hits it, and it's going to stay in the park, but right at the warning track. Wow. He gave that a ride. Hit it to one. You could say the deepest part of the ballpark. So 1 away. He fly to deep center field. If you're scoring at home, you put that F8. Okay, Alberto, welcome. We don't need the profanities, but you're more than welcome to be here. And you're a Cleveland fan, but we don't tolerate too much the profanity. So comment with no profanity, but welcome, Alberto, welcome. You're more than root on your Cleveland Guardians. And here's Torres. Torres in the number 3 hole, batting .248, 13 home runs, 32 RBIs in there for a strike. So the Guardians are just a couple games, like if not mistaken, 1 or 1.5 games out of first place in the Central from the Twins. So they're up and coming team. They're playing well. The month of June has been really kind for the Guardians. Played really well. Here's the pitch. Foul out of play, 0-2. So this is a tough young team. And very well put together, if you ask me, with their young youth. A little they take on the persona of Francona, their manager. So it's going to be a fun series. Here's the 0-2 pitch coming. And the pitch inside, 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. The runner at first is DJ LeMahieu, who's on with a walk. We just on the way here in Progressive Field in Cleveland, a beautiful 74-degree summer afternoon in Cleveland, and the pitch. Torres grounded, base hit. So Yankees got something cooking. LeMahieu's going to go to third. DJ. So you got first and third with 1 out. So runners at the corners with 1 out here. And that will bring up Giancarlo Stanton. And good job by Gleyber going the opposite direction. A nice attempt there on a nice dive by the second baseman. And we got something cooking here for the Yankees. So Jimenez got a glove on it, but it managed to trickle away from him and slowed the ball down from the outfield that allowed LeMahieu to go to first and third. So runners in the corners with 1 out here. But Stanton either strikes out and the Guardians are playing for a double play here. A fly ball will get a run in. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball hard, but it's going to be a double play. 1 on and where the first double play. So just what the doctor ordered for the Guardians, a 5-4-3 double play, just what they needed. So it was bend, but don't break for the Guardians here. It's going to be no runs on 1 hit, no errors. They leave 1 man on. We go to the home half of the first here. No score. So the Guardians will come up to bat. They dodge a bullet there. They just, hey, you could bend without break. Situational, the Yankees, you got to like that. If you're a Guardian fan, good start there. Now here they're going to go up against Gerrit Cole. So for those who arrived a little late, I'll put the Guardians lineup up there so you can see the Guardian. I know Alberto Ortiz is a fan of the Guardians, so we'll show him his lineup of his hometown Guardians tonight. And we'll be going up against Gerrit Cole. And we got that there going. While there's a change of innings, as of right now, we're anticipating doing game 2. Not too sure how long, if they will. And also we have Money in the Bank watch along. Money in the Bank, WWE, Money in the Bank watch along. Or maybe we do the view, depending the length of the game with the Guardians and the Yankees. Because we know it starts at 8 o'clock, so I don't know. So we might be doing an audible on the watch along and the baseball watch along with the wrestling. So we don't know. We might just do a WWE review, or we might do the Money in the Bank when come into the channel when the baseball game ends. So it all depends. Jerome in the building. Jerome, it is 12:15 in the morning in the Philippines, and Jerome is in the building watching the Yankee baseball. Thank you, Jerome. I hope you're doing well. It's Saturday, early Sunday morning in the Philippines, folks. And Jerome is in. So Cole getting his warm-up pitch. When he finishes warm-up, Steve Kwan will come up to the batter's box. Kwan, the right fielder. He's batting .284 with 1 home runs, 19 RBI. Ooh, he just got home. All right, so Jerome just getting home. Let's go Yankees. So those who don't see Jerome is in our Facebook app. So we want to highlight Jerome from the Philippines. Always joins us and watches along. So Kwan steps in here from the left side, the left-hander, a leadoff hitter. And the first pitch from Cole in there for a strike, 97 mile per hour four-seamer for a beautiful strike there. So Kwan, a good contact hitter here from the left side. Here's the 0-1 pitch coming. in there for a strike. So it's quickly 0-2. Let's get that situation ready. And here's the 0-2 pitch coming. Got a piece of that one. So it's 0-2. It'll be interesting to see if the Guardians with Kwan here, if they could get at least 6 to 7 pitches off a Cole. Either he reaches or gets on base or grounds out or fly out. But he wants to get that pitch count elevated. Here's the 0-2 pitch coming. Kwan right to the short to LeMahieu. LeMahieu on the shift, one away. So if you're scoring it at home, it's 5-3 because LeMahieu was the third baseman over on the shortstop side because of the shift. So we have one out. And I will bring in our old friend Ahmed Rosario, the former Met at short, who's batting .287, who has 2 home runs, 22 RBIs, and he could possibly be a representative for the Guardians in the All-Star game. He's having a really good season. Along with Ramirez. Oh, nice there. Here's the pitch. Outside. Jerome, let me guess. Is it a sport? If it's sports related, it's got to be the Lakers or a Yankee tattoo. So Rosario takes a ball outside, 1-0. And the pitch. Ooh, not even close. 2-0. 2-0. That pitch got away from Cole there. So Ahmed Rosario, a very good pickup because they're getting a lot of production between Rosario and Jimenez while the Mets are okay with Lindor. There's a couple of Met fans are really annoyed. Here's the swing and a miss, 2-1. So right now, as of short term, Ahmed Rosario Jimenez is doing very well. And of course, you got Josh Bush, Isaiah Green. You know, the Mets, Carrasco is struggling. And Lindor is up and down. Missed opportunities. Yes, I see that there. We got George Broman from Thailand, so he's with us. He's also up. We'll tell you when we said no exaggeration. We are world's most famous chat. We talk to everyone around the world. We love it. Here's the 3-1 pitch coming. This ball is right field line. Stanton give it a chase, and that's in the corner, and that's foul ball. So the count runs full 3-2. So we, of course, George says, a missed opportunities by the Yankees. Especially with Cole. You could put up a 2-spot, and Cole could really hold it for a long and take it and run with it. But here's the payoff pitch here. The infield is straight up the middle or pretty much in normal depth. And the payoff pitch coming. This is foul straight out of back. So we'll do it again. One thing about the Guardians, they look like they're a contact hitting team who puts bat on ball. Tough at bats. So Cole gets the sign and the payoff pitch. He walks him. So there goes the perfect game for those who are trying to score it at home or say, man, might see a perfect game. Robert Parr, my guy. Salute Robert Parr in the building. It's always great to see you, man. I hope you're doing well. Hope the family's doing well. I hope you're ready to enjoy your 4th. It's always great to see you, my friend. A lot of action with our basketball teams. Man, double the fun today indeed. So Ramirez will step in to the batter's box. Ramirez, a dangerous hitter, man, having another all-star type of caliber season. 296 with 16 home runs, 63 RBIs. And you could say MVP here for the American League. Ball outside, although the numbers between Jordan Alvarez and Aaron Judge are really up there. But if you say that he's there, he's right there, number 3 if you want it. Oh, and salute to you. Your mom's birthday on the 4th. And runner goes. There's a strike. Throw on first. And he got him. Jose Trevino, what a laser shot. But before I write it down, I want to make sure, because they like to replay it and make sure. And it looks like they are not going to replay. And there was a strike there. And he stand up and what a gun. Because Rosario can run. Ahmed could run. So we all gonna wish Mrs. Parr, Robert Parr's mom, a happy birthday on the 4th. And cord stealing, you put that cord stealing 2-6 or 2-4 because it was Glaber who received it. So with 2 outs, and good job by Torres putting that knee there. Good job. Nice. So 1 ball, 1 strike to count here with 2 outs here. So big difference there. So Ramirez steps out. But when you're going to try to steal bases, this is when you do it. Early part of the game, you know you want to run. Here's the 1-1 pitch. In there for a strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. So we get the 2-strike whistle here. Here's the pitch. Foul. So he stays alive here, 1-2. So 15 pitches in this inning so far for Cole. You want to stay around there or even less than that. And you don't want to go 20, 25 pitches. No way. But let's see if he'll retire here. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Just on their way in Progressive in Cleveland. 1st to 2. And he got him. Struck him out. So no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left because of that caught stealing there. So we got a full inning in the books here. No score. The Yankees will come up. The Yankees will have Miguel Andujar leading off that inning with Hicks, Carpenter, and anyone gets on Trevino. So it will be now let's see what the Yankees do here. And he goes here. Steak base when pitchers are trying to listen to the device in the ears. Stealing bases. Yep. You know what, Robert? That's a good observation there. Good observation because Cole pitches knows Higashioka for so long. They worked well, and especially with a twin bill, Nestor Cortes, you know, with Trevino, although Cortes speaks very well good English, but there's a little bit of a good chemistry with them. I'm surprised he's switching it up a little bit. But hey, you got to also get, you know, in case of injuries or whatever the case is, a trade or whatever, you got to make sure these pitchers know how to pitch to other catchers as well and get acclimated and get to know each other, because in the postseason, you got to go with the best of the best. And if Trevino right now, you know, is playing a little bit better than Kyle Higashioka in the playoffs, you know what, tough cookies, you know, you got to play Trevino in the playoffs. You got to get to know each other, have that same chemistry. So now in June, late June, or now July, excuse me, now we're in July. Now is when you got to start learning how to work and get the rapport. You know, maybe now second half of the season, Trevino could mix up the pattern from a Cole. Cole and Higashioka, there's a scouting report. You know, he has a tendency when he has Higashioka behind the plate, call this on a certain counts. You got Trevino, who might have a different point of view, a different philosophy. Let's try this pitch. Let's mix it up. And now you're mixing. You can't really go on a scouting report on how to hit these hitters, or hit these pitchers, because certain catchers call it different. And if you mix it up, I think it works. So I think that's what they're doing here. So here's Andujar, who's batting .268 with no home runs, 3 RBIs. So it's 12 games for Andujar. Here's the pitch. He takes a strike in there. Andujar, it's always great to see Miguel. I'm a big Miguel Andujar fan. I like when he came up as a rookie. I think he has a violent swing. I would like for him to get some playing time. Here's the pitch outside, especially with Joey Gallo not hitting. He's in a slump. You have a kid in your system. We're talking about bringing Benintendi, trading for this guy, that guy. Maybe the answer is within with Andujar. Here's the pitch. Andujar gulps this one, and that one just stayed up high. So Palacio makes the play there. Just got a little bit too much air under that one. So 1 out. He lines that one to left field, L7. With 1 away, it'll bring up the center fielder, switch hitting Aaron Hicks, who's batting .218, 3 home runs, 18 RBIs. Now he is struggling, Hicks. He is really struggling. He has a .622 OBS there, but he is still a defensive presence out there, and also could run the bases. Hey, he does have a good walk percentage, but batting wise, he is struggles. Oh, here's a curveball got away. 1-0. Yeah, I can see the pinch here for Trevino if they're in a tight game. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Nice curveball. So he readjusted back-to-back curveballs. He got that one over on the outside corner for a strike. 1-1 the count here. So it looks like Cleveland looks like a beautiful sunny day in Cleveland. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-2. After there was a lot of rain last night. And those that missed it, me and Chef Dan last night took advantage of the rain delay. We ended up doing a Return of the Knicks free agency. Just the first few. It was really fun. We had a nice, good time there. Thank you for all the overwhelming views. Here's a 1-2 pitch. 2-2. But once news come up with the NBA and the Knicks, any moves, we'll be back up with videos. We just don't want to saturate the corner with too much Knicks content or be redundant or repeat almost the same. Whenever something new, we love to come out with it. Here's the pitch. Did he go? He did not. So the count runs full. But the Knicks got us a little bit excited. I showed it on the video. We were excited about it. We like the moves. We understand some of the moves. And at first, I remember we watched this on the draft night. We were like scratching our heads, but it's starting to come together little by little. Here's the 3-2 pitch here, especially with Rudy Gobert. And that looks, walks a walk. That was a borderline pitch there, if you ask me. A 1-out base for the Yankees. And here's Carpenter. Now, Carpenter came on, busted on the scene from when they acquired him, brought him over as a free agent who was released by the Cardinals. Came up and very, very impressive. A little bit cooling off as of late, but he is a professional hitter. Let's hope he could start getting hot again. Especially now we're in July, so under 30 days before, 29 days exactly before we get the trading deadline and the pitch outside. 1-0. So Carpenter's here at first. So 1-0 pitch here, lefty on lefty. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. 1-1. Excuse me. Maria in the building. Salute, Maria. Good afternoon, my friend. Always great to see you. So 1-1 strike. So, and the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Foul tip. So it's 1-2 to count. So the Yankees had a rain out, and they're finally going to get a day off. Now, I don't agree with this. I understand they just finished 20 games in a row, 20-game stretch, and then you give them off on the 4th of July. Oof. That's what I wanted. I wanted to see a Yankee game on the 4th of July. So many history. It's Steinbrenner's birthday. The David Getty no-hitter. So much history. Yankee Clipper and the Stru got him. Caught him the outside corner. So he got that benefit of that call, although I thought Hicks struck out too. But that was a tough pitch, and that was beautiful. Beautifully framed. Maria, Robert Parr salutes you. So that was a beautiful breaking ball. So here brings up Trevino with 2 away, who's batting .268, 6 home runs, 24 RBIs from the right side. And I don't know if he might be a reserve in the All-Star game. So Trevino, the thrower to first. Hicks gets back. Trevino has been a pleasant surprise here, batting .263, 6 home runs, 24 RBIs. But nevertheless, what him and Higashioka has done with the pitching staff along with Matt Blake, that is what I like about that acquisition. Here's the thrower to first. So Nader. All right, let's get going. And just miss outside. The throw over to first and gets back. So it's 1-0 the count. And there's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike to count. He's checking the runner and the 1-1 pitch. Cervino swings. That was high. This is popped up and no one can see it. Oh, the catch is made by McCarty. Now that was an adventurous there because it looked like the Ramirez was getting, but then he just lost it. Wow. That was adventurous, but no harm, no foul, no runs, no hits, no error. They leave 1 on the walk. We have 1.5 innings played here. We go to the top of the second, bottom of the second inning here, no score. For the Guardians, you're going to have Nader, Ramirez, Jimenez, and Palacio if anyone gets on. So thank you guys for joining us. Let's change the ticker on the bottom here. So so that was interesting. With 29 days before the trading deadline, a lot of names out there for the Yankees. A pressable bat, bullpen help. I don't think they're going to be although a starting pitcher. Everyone says, what about a starting pitcher? Unless, man, this ERA, who are you removing out of that starting rotation? Think about it. Because Cole, you got, of course, no questions asked. Cole, Cortes, Jordan Montgomery is a starter. I can see Jordan Montgomery. You're asking him to pitch out of the bullpen. Jameson Taillon, also a starter. And that leaves you that one spot there. I can't see it. I can't see it. No. I can't see who are you going to move out of there. You can't. So I don't know if they want to go that route. I think they want to get themselves a pitcher who could eat innings. I think they're going to get an inning hitter. I don't know. You always want to upgrade it unless we get that one name that is like putting over the top. Montas from the A's, I heard a lot of noise about him. We've been hearing it also, here on the channel from Caputo, and also when we had Pope on, when Pope used to visit us, he will say Frankie Montas, but I don't know who you're going to remove, though. That's the thing. That's the one thing that gets me. I mean, Frankie Montas is a very good pitcher. Don't get me wrong. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I think more bullpen, but although we got Domingo Germán returning as well as Aroldis Chapman, we'll see. It's interesting there. Maybe they might not do too much move. Here's the pitch. Down low. I wish we get themselves a center fielder, like a true center fielder. I do love the fact that Judge plays a good center field. Josh Nader riding 268 with 9 home runs, 41 RBIs. Judge, but I don't want him to wear it down. I like him in center field. He plays well, but man. Here's Nader takes one. This one's hammered. That's a home run. Nader. So Josh Naylor barely knew her, and he hits a home run. So he nailed her. 1-0. Wow. So 1-0. They get on the board. Naylor hardly knew it. Makes it 1-0. Wow. Naylor, another one of those type of showboaters. And then when he gets plunked, he gets upset. Here's big Francisco Reyes. So here's Reyes, the big guy, stepping in. Framil Reyes. So the big guy there, batting 204 with 4 home runs, 16 RBIs. Not having a big year this year. I thought he's just intimidating. But wow. So for Naylor, that's his 10th home run. So he's coming along. He nailed it. He hardly knew her too. So 2-1. Yes, they are very hungry. They are very live. They're hungry. They're aggressive. They're a team that, they're a scary team if they get into playoffs. Here's the pitch. Reyes sends this one. This one's gone. Back-to-back home runs. So Framil Reyes makes it 2-0. So they're solo shots. Oh, they're all solo shots. For Reyes, that is his 5th home run of the season. Opposite field shot. All in all, the big guy. So Reyes could be coming alive as the weather gets hot. Some of these Caribbean players, when the weather gets warm, they get going. We don't like the cold. We hate the cold. And now that the weather's starting to get better, warm, they start feeling more comfortable. Relax, and they start performing. Look at, maybe this is some good. Hopefully, after the Yankees get out of town, this is probably something good for Framil Reyes, if you're a Guardian fan. So that would bring up Andres Jimenez. Jimenez batting 308 with 9 home runs, 27 RBIs. And right there, a line right to LeMahieu. So he's out. He lined it right there. That was the first pitch. Boom. Perfectly defended DJ LeMahieu. The tough part of this lineup now, 2 home runs before the heavy bats. So here comes Palacio. So Palacio stepping 264 with no home runs, 10 RBIs. He swings at the first pitch and he fouls it away. So 2-0 Guardians on back-to-back home solo shots by their big guys on their lineup. But the Guardians not known for, they're not a home run and hitting team, but they got the right guys who has. Here's the pitch. Down low. 1-1. But they're all solo shots. They're not putting base runners on. Those are the deflating ones. The deflating ones that hurt you are the solo shots. These are, the multi-man runs, 2-run shot, 3-run shot, grand slams. They're all solo shots. You turn the page, you okay. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1-2 here with 1 out. Yankees trail 2-0 here. 26 pitches for Cole. 2-2. The count squares. 2-2. You got Sandy Leon on deck. So 2 balls and 2 strikes, the count coming. Grounded right to the first baseman. And Carpenter takes it himself unassisted. 2 away. And this will bring Sandy Leon. So this is Sandy Leon's 5th at-bat with the Guardians. He's 0 for 4. He was called up from AAA. This is only his 3rd game with the Guardians. So we saw the veteran, former Red Sox, and went to the Marlins. Now he is with the Guardians here. So Leon, the pride of Puerto Rico. And here's the pitch. So there's a ball. So Cole with 2 away here and the 1-0 pitch. Foul. So Leon was with the Reds. He was with the Marlins last season with the Reds. Reds traded him over to the Guardians. So the veteran catcher. Here's the 1-1 pitch coming. 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2-1 count here. Yankees trailing 2-0 here on back-to-back solo home runs. And the 2-1 pitch coming. 3-1. So that was a knuckle curve that was up and away. So 3-1 here, and the crowd in Cleveland cheering on, and they like what they see here in this inning. The 3-1 pitch here coming. Cole deals. He hits the outside corner. So the count runs full 3-2, although I think it missed. But, hey, well, the Yankees took a benefit of that call there on a 3-2. Good job. Good job there by the framing of Trevino. Brought it back in the zone and got that call strike. So here's the payoff pitch coming. Leon, Cole deals. He walked him. So 2 walks here in the game for Cole, but this one with 2 outs here. And it will bring up Miles Straw. Miles Straw, a controversial figure in the Bronx, is coming up here. Who's batting .202 with no home runs and 9 RBIs. So with 2 away here, Cole at 34 pitches, going to deliver his 35th. And the pitch in there for a strike, 98 mile per hour, 4-seamer. So last time we saw Straw, he was the leadoff hitter. And now he's number 9 hitter, who's not having a good season, 202, if his numbers don't lie. And the pitch. Ooh, that was a strike, but they call that one a ball. But he got benefit of some calls earlier, so and the pitch. That's a curve. So it was actually a slider, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Robert Parr says, when I bet on Ramirez and Judge, they never deliver. I bet on none on this game. I bet they'll play well. Oh, my God. That's why I always say bet with your head, not over your head. So, yeah, I know what you mean. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Cole. Check swing. Right there to Carpenter. Carpenter takes it himself. So that would end the inning. Not until the Guardians get 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors. They leave 1 man on base. It is 2-0 Guardians on some power by the big guy and their first baseman. Wow. Let me see. Robert Parr says the things with these Cole games is that you will give up these runs and get plenty of strikeouts. Yeah. Let's get that going on here. The bats got to get cracking indeed. Time for the bats. You know, they were a little quiet in Houston. You know, they were very extremely quiet in Houston. And they had a day off there to continue to marinate. So even though the Yankees have the most home runs in the month of June, but there have been some games that they've been lackluster, not hitting. You know, even some of the games against Oakland, a couple of runs weren't hitting. So even though they swept Houston, they swept Oakland, but some of their bats, their contact. That's why a lot of folks want to see them bring a left fielder or an outfielder who's a contact hitting outfielder who could get on base, high base percentage with a contact hitter. That's why. So we have the change of inning. For the Yankees, they will have Marwin Gonzalez, and they turn the lineup back up to LeMahieu and Judge. They trail here 2-0 here. 2-0. They got to get to work. They got to roll their sleeves up. They don't have to get it all back this inning, but if they could cut the deficit in half, we'll take it. All right, as we start the inning here. We go. Top of the 3rd here. And Gonzalez will step in, batting .255 with 3 home runs, 9 RBIs. So the veteran, who's at shortstop today, this first game of the doubleheader. And the pitch, in there for a strike, outside corner. And the 0-1 pitch, down low, 1 ball, 1 strike. The bottom of our lineups can get us the boost we need. There's so many spots in our lineups that we can't sneak teams with them hits. Yes, the bottom of the lineup always, if they're gonna go as far as that table setter. Here's Gonzalez file. If they could get some base runners, table setters, it also allows the pitchers to got to make better pitches to the big hitters. And I think our big hitters top of the lineup, they don't make mistakes with you. Especially, but if you have bases empty and you know the bottom of the lineup is weak, you could get the top of the lineup out because they'll pitch around them, not give them nothing to hit because the bottom of the lineup isn't a threat. So yes, I think that comment makes well statement. We're hand in hand, especially if the bottom of the lineup is table setters. And swing and a miss, Gonzalez goes down on a strike. A pitch up away out of the strike zone, high fastball. So 1 out there. That is the second strikeout for Kirk McCarty here. That will bring up DJ LeMahieu. DJ LeMahieu walked his first time up. And the pitch. Outside. Oh, actually a strike. So he gets a strike in there, 0-1. So McCarty feeling good. Boy, when you have a 2-run lead and you pitch, you see a difference. Here's the pitch. Up high. 1-1 to count. The leadoff hitter, I want to address that one. Here's a 1-1 pitch first. Outside 2-1. Think of the leadoff hitter this year. DJ Judge has been seeing it up there. Rizzo sometime. They don't have a true leadoff hitter, Robert. I don't think they have a real true leadoff hitter. Your prototypical leadoff hitter. Here's a 2-1 pitch coming. And he fouls that off. I would love them to get a prototypical leadoff hitter, and I would like to see DJ either in the number 5 spot. Because usually if Stanton can't get on and you with that 2, with a 2 out. With 2 outs, the best guy who could get that 2-out base hit is DJ LeMahieu. We'll love him to see in the number 5 spot. I would love the prototypical type of leadoff hitter. Here's a 2-2 pitch, and he fouls it away. But in a perfect world, man, like a center fielder who could come in here, who's going to be a leadoff hitter, Chaz Chisholm, but he's a corner outfielder, if I'm mistaken, or third baseman, if I'm not mistaken. But if they were to get like a center fielder, or third base, if I don't know if they're going to go third baseman because Donaldson and they move around, but they could get like that prototypical type. Man, will be in a perfect world, but I don't think he exists out there right now. So we're going to have to stick with LeMahieu as a leadoff hitter. 2-2 pitch, and he fouls it. He isn't that bad either. But I'm like this at bat by LeMahieu's. Couple pitches he's seen here, at least extended. You're only down 2-0. If you could get into the Guardians bullpen early, if it's by pitch count wise and a game of a doubleheader, and you come alive late, that's a recipe of actually winning too. You could this game could set up winning both games, in my opinion. Here's the pitch, and the count runs full. Of course, I've noticed that we don't have a standard guy to take that spot, but Booney's working his magic. Yes, we got to credit Aaron Boone as much as myself. I've called him a buffoon and not been a fan of his. He has done a very, very good job managing this team, the sport club this season. Here's the payoff pitch. LeMahieu drills this one deep. It's going back at the line. It is a home run. David John line drives it, gone. And the Yankees cut the deficit back 2-1, and they're on the board. 2-1 on DJ LeMahieu's 8th home run of the season. 2-1. Nice. Yes, that's the and the teams who see the bullpen is this problem. A lot of the Major League Baseball teams, their bullpen, no matter how much they got guys coming out throwing 99, 100, but they can't seem to put together the outs necessary to finish games. And the Yankees got a good bullpen, one of if not the second best in Major League Baseball. Now here's Judge. So 2-1 here. Here's the pitch. Curveball in there for a strike. He wants to throw that curveball to Judge. Oof. You better be careful. So David John, line drives it gone. Man, nice one. Here's the pitch to Judge. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Missed outside. 2 balls and 1 strike to count here. So LeMahieu was 9th home run of the season here. Eighth, excuse me. Here's Judge. And the 2-1 pitch. Down low. So the count runs 3-1. I am giving Judge the green light. He deserves it. And Jose Melo, salute, Jose Melo. I hope you're doing well. The family's doing well. The baby's doing well. Hope you're doing good. So 3 balls and 1 strike to count. Judge walks. So he's on a 1-out walk. After that strikeout, we got a home run by DJ and now a walk for Judge. Maybe McCarty might have got a little bit of rattle there with the home run. Here's Torres. Torres is 1 for 1, who got a opposite or went with the pitch base hit. So he singled in the first inning there. Yankees, remember, they had table setters in the first inning. They had first and third with 1 out. So McCarty had 45 pitches here with 1 away here in the top of the 3rd inning. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on a changeup. 0-1. He was looking for that fastball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Kleber fouls it, so he's in the hole 0-2. Jose, you missed it yesterday. We did a Return of the Knicks on that, but I'll go over it. That's no problem. 0-2 right now. He says, what moves make me happy the off season? Here's the 0-2 pitch coming down low. One of the moves, of course, was the Hockenstein move from. I think he's going to bring just some fundamentals at center position, like stretching the floor. Also, play totally different contrast from what Mitchell Robinson. That move also bringing Mitchell Robinson back with a Hartenstein, and you also got Gerrit Cole. I like the 3-headed center monster that the Knicks have here. They could play him depending on matchups. I love it. So here's the 1-2 pitch coming. And the 1-2 pitch. And he fouls it off. Also, of course, seeing the Jalen Brunson. Finally, we have a point guard. No more Chris Duhon type of experiment. No more, I'm going to put a name all those. Pablo Pigeroni, Jose Calderon. No more. Older. No, we got a point guard in its prime who was from Villanova, he went to Villanova, who they bring smart basketball player and the pitch. Grounded, foul. I love that move. The Nets is interesting to see what Brooklyn does now. With Durant and Irving. Wow, I'm like, whoa, that was quick. That escalated quick. Only 3 years. They got married. They didn't even. Wow, they didn't. Now they're in the divorce. That's weird with them. That's tough situation. The roller coaster that is being a Brooklyn Net fan. That's what happens when you let Spike Lee in the building, man. Here's a 1-2 pitch. 2-2. And let me see if I find that graphic here. Let me see if I find that. It's going to change the picture in the background, but bear with me. The reason why Jose Melo, I'm big on this deal, this whole ordeal, and here's the 2-2 pitch. I'll tell you in a moment. The 2-2 pitch. I'll put that banner back up. just missed. All these 3 kids, guys, they want to be here since they were a kid. That's why I'm a big fan of what's going on, what's happening. That all 3 of those guys wanted to play for the Knicks since they were children. Brunson, RJ, Toppin, since they were young, even Gibson, they know what it is to be and want to play, and that's what we want to if you want to move forward. And I love that. Here's the full count pitch. He walked them. So we got a 1-out walk. So nice job there. First and second now. Yankees got the tying run at second base now. So here's Stanton, who's going to get another opportunity. He grounded out last time when he had runners in the corner. He had an RBI situation here. So Jose Melo, that's one of the greatest things I love about the offseason. We're getting players here that want to play for this team since they were a childhood dream. And those tend to go take it further, although we could say, oh, they didn't work for Stephon Marbury. Okay, touche. I give you that. Didn't work. He was in his prime. That's the only one I could give you that really didn't work out. Because you could say Gibson was a little bit over the hill, but he still gave us, if what you could take away as Taj Gibson as a New York Knick career-wise, he gave it all. That's all we want as Knick fans. Players that are going to give it their all. Put it on there and represent the city that they grew up in, that they love in, and that's what we want, And I'm excited. I'm excited. I want to see now with Rudy Gobert not being in Utah, is Utah pivoting to rebuild? If we know it's coming down the line, that we went before. When is it when they're going to say Spider Mitch, wants to get out? Donovan David Mitchell. It's coming soon. It's going to come. Here's Titan now in there for a strike. Now, are the Knicks in position to get that? I don't know. I don't know if Utah will want to. Here's the 0-1 pitch coming. So we discussed that on last night. Myself, Chef Dan, we had a nice round table. It was really good. The video is up. We were gonna do the Yankee, but the rain delay allow it, and it's 0-2. So quick 0-2. We wanted to do it when we had a little more free agency news or substance, but there was plenty of substance for us to speak about, especially with Mitchell Robinson signing back $15 million a year. You gotta love it. We thought we were gonna get 20, less than Miles Turner. Allows us to bring more moves here. Here's the 0-2 pitch coming. Stanton goes down. So Stanton having a rough afternoon here. Grounded into that double play and struck out with runners in scoring position. But here's Miguel Andujar. Now, Miguel Andujar, I know you wants to get traded. You mentioned all he wants is playing time. You have an opportunity here to make. Here you go. Make your stake here, my friend. So, wow. So Andujar, 0-1 pitch. 0-1, excuse me. He lined. Here's Andujar. Takes a ball outside. Now, I said it last time up, and I say it when he bats. Andujar has a violent of a swing. Everything he looks like he hits is with line drive and with some enthusiasm behind it. So here's the 1-0 pitch coming. Andujar lines this one. And it's a base hit. And here's going to be a play to the plate. Judge is running. The throw. Judge is safe. The game is tied. So Andujar, do. And he gets a big RBI single. The Yankees tie the game up 2-2. I said it, Andujar. Make your statement clean. Now, and the reason why I'm saying make your statement, he gets a double there. So you got second and third. We're all even. Is you can't send this kid back down to the minors with that crap that you have. And excuse me, we're calling it crap. With all due respect, Joey Gallo, what he's hitting, you can't justify Joey 0-2 Gallo's staying on the club playing when you got a kid like Miguel Andujar hitting and playing it. Oh man, yes, we all rooting for him to go. Here's Hicks now. Hicks with runners in scoring position with 2 outs. Now, this is where Hicks turns into mush. He turns into mush. He turns into garbage when runners in scoring position. Now, can he come up with a big 2-out hit? He did it against Houston. Let's see. Hicks fouls it off 1-1. Now, I always say a broken clock is correct twice a day. Let's hope that Hicks could be correct this afternoon. So the Bronx Bombers strike back here and even the game. And they're doing it with the hit parade, not the home run ball. Oh, that's just wanting to do is hit home runs. They're doing it with hitting. Love it. And Robert Parr gets with a hit maybe. And the pitch. Ooh, a 1-2. Let's see. Maria says Gallo is garbage. I hope they trade him. I know Milwaukee said they had an eye on him. You know what? I think I wouldn't mind. I'd pay his freaking ticket out of town. Put him on Frontier Airlines. I'm not going to pay. No way I'm going to pay first class for him. He didn't give us first class issues. He gets Frontier where he has to pay his luggage. Here's the 1-2 pitch coming. And there's a base hit from Hicks. 1-run score. And then 2-run scored. So Hicks, like a broken clock, is right twice a day. And he's got a base hit. And the Yankees take a 4-2 lead. The big thing is for the Yankees, runners in scoring position with 2 outs. That's clutch base hitting. If you want to take this team, if you want to play deep into October, this is what the team needs to do. Come up with 2-out base hits, and Hicks delivered. So Yankees take a 4-2 lead. So they answer right back. The Bombers strike right back, and they're on a 4-2. Here's Carpenter. Carpenter grounds it back to McCarty. McCarty fields, throws the first, so the inning comes to a conclusion. So after the home run, they did it different ways. They show you they got power. They hit the home run, and they put on a barrage of doubles and 2-out base hits. They take a 4-2 lead here. So they get 4 runs on 2 hits, no errors. They leave 1 man on. The Yankees take a 4-2 lead. They handed Cole a 2-run lead and say, go to work, ace. And let's see. The Bombers easily struck back. Let's go. Absolutely. Please hit those likes. Let's go with those likes. Let's hit those likes. Let's hit those likes. Yes, indeed. For the Guardians, they're going to have top of their lineup. They're going to have Steven Kwan, Emma Rosario, Jose Ramirez, JEDI, who homered, if anyone gets on. And, of course, the Yankees want to put a big fat 0 here and get that hot offense back up against McCarty. So let's see if Cole can get a quick shutdown inning. That's what the good ones do. They get that quick shutdown inning and they bring us right back. Love it. Yes, indeed, Jose. Robert. I have seen more prayer hands during Hicks and Gallo at bats for prayers than at church on Sundays. Indeed. And so many hallelujahs when they get base hits too. So it's good job there. Good job that the Yankees did this here. 4 runs, and they did it in all different aspects. They worked the count. They got on base runners. They got 2-out base hits. They got the home runs. Man, this is it. This is what I like to see. This shows what a good ball club. And there's still, believe it or not, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Yankee doubters still. Yankee fans themselves in the Yankee universe world, they still have a little bit of doubt with the Yankees. No, they're a really good team. They're a really good team. You know, sometimes some pitching stops a good hitting team. And one thing about Houston, they have a good pitching team. But what I liked about this series, early, they got to see all of Houston's starting pitching. And they have a scouting report, how to work. And I'll leave it there. I don't know. Could they beat Houston in the playoffs? It's still yet to be seen. Because Houston is still good. They have short success on the Yankees. They don't have a longevity because remember they came from the National League. For the short term, early sample size, Houston has gotten the Yankees number, but things change. Things could change. All right, so they're working on the pitching mount, not to Cole's liking. They want some. So McCarty is landing and made a hole there. And they're fixing the home plate. He goes, we have our own Batman and Robin. Judge being the Batman and Gallo being the Robin. robbing us of his productivity. That's a good one. Love that one. Man, look at that, man. We get the joke going on. I love it. I see. That's why we miss you seeing you sometimes. I know you're making that money and making that big money, but man, we'd love to have you because you always come up with that A+ there, along with Jose Mello and you know, another one who's hilarious with his takes and comments. I definitely enjoy having you guys watching along with me, man, on this day. So they're pounding the dirt because McCarty dug a hole there. He was trying to plant some flowers. And Cole continues his warm-up pitches. So 4th of July weekend, guys. But I know from us, lunchtime at 4th of July is going to be the Nathan hot dogs because we always eat along the Nathan hot dogs with the Nathan hot dog eating contest. Me and my son, we've been doing that for over years. I appreciate Rob. I know you do, Robert. I know Robert always been supporting with the channel. It's going to be now a year. Can you believe now in July? It's going to be a year now. A year of the BX Sports JEDI Network on the air, solo. You know, man, it's been a year for the JEDI Network. I know, you know, we started covering, just talking about a little bit of Yankees, Knicks, basketball, baseball, MMA, you know, just a little bit of segments. And now we started the watch along. It's going to, in August will be the full watch along time, but it's been a year of the channel just covering sports. Man, a year. And Robert Parr from, you could say, yeah, day one. Maria, day one. Everyone mostly in the chat from day one. And man, I thank you guys for joining me in that journey to 6,000, almost, I think 6,000 subscribers right now. Close to it, 55 plus. And thank you guys. Man, I love it. So here's Quan. And he's 0-1, the top of the lineup. So finally here, at a little bit of delay, here's Cole. Takes a pitch down low. 1-0. So the lefty Quan grounded out in the first, and Robert Parr has been in Coney Island during the contest. I can imagine that. I wouldn't go because of that, because of the crowd. Here's the pitch. 0-2. Actually, 1-1. I like going to those kind of things, but lately with the trap, with just don't have the tolerance no longer in being in traffic for some reason. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Ooh, curveball in there. Nice curveball. 1-2. Yes, it has grown, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, and I appreciate your support big time. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Quan holds it up, so it's 2-2. And it says here, incredibly Yankee record only sees 7 position player Gallo Hicks who are virtually non-existent. Imagine we had 2 average players. Yeah, 6. Yeah, you're right. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Did he go? He did. So he struck him out. So umpire ring him up. So Quan goes down. Ooh, I don't think so, guys. I think he didn't swing. He didn't swing at that pitch. Ooh, okay. We'll take it. I've seen worse, and they call ball. Here's Rosario in there for a strike. So Rosario walked his first time up. Former Met, Ahmed. His numbers are impressive. 280, 287. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This one's foul. Yeah, I agree. I'll take that call. You know, I'm very impressed with Stephen Kwan. Very impressed. $45 pitches for Cole here with 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Yankees got a 4-2 lead here. And the pitch. Foul. So it's still 0-2 the count. Don't know if Caputo will join us today. I send the invite to him. I haven't seen Caputo in a while. I know he does not have Prime Video, so I know he's not probably watching it. Probably he's suntanning. Well, no, Caputo and Sun. Here's the 0-2 pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Cole. So Cole looks sharp, looks ready. Hopefully this is, he's got a 2-run lead. Maybe, you got to get these, when you get these pitchers like that, aces for their team, you got to strike and get them early, because once they settle down, boy, they're a tough out. So with 2 away, it'll bring up the dangerous Jose Ramirez, who struck out his first time up against Cole. So Cole trying to strike out the side. Let's see if he could. Ball up 1-0. I agree. You want to make a quick shutdown inning. Remember, I mentioned that shutout inning is very important. Here's the pitch. 2-0. So Cole falling behind here. And the pitch. Just missed. 3-0. So 3 balls, no strike count, with 2 away here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 4-2 Yankees. And the pitch. Automatic strike. 3 balls and 1 strike to count. So Ramirez, the switch hitter from the left side. 50 pitch. 51 coming here from Cole with 2 outs. And the 3-1 pitch. Ramirez golfs one. His fair is gone, but it is foul. So, wow, that was hit with some oomph, but it just pulled it. Just a loud strike. So we get the 2-strike horn. Cole checks the sign. He got it. Here's the payoff pitch. He walked him. Wasn't even close. So with a 2-out base hit, here's Josh Nader, who hit the homer. So last time up, Josh nailed her home run, hit a home run. He's got Ramirez on. So with 2 outs here, Naylor is up. So Naylor, foul. Ahead of the count, 0-1. So 0-1 count here with 2 away. Cole deals. 1 ball, 1 strike. He misses up and away with that 4-seamer. So the pitch, 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Yankees up 4-2 here. Bottom of the 3rd inning with 2 outs. Cole checks on the runner. And the 1-1 pitch. Foul. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cole, we're ready with 2 strikeouts in this inning. He made quick work. The first 2 batters, a walk to Ramirez, and now here's a 1 ball, 2 strike count here with Naylor. Time. So Jay Nader wears no batting gloves. He likes to he likes the feeling on his hands on the wood when he nails them, when he nails her. So here's the 1-2 pitch. Runner goes and pitch hit, chop right there. Good job by Torres. Spins, turns in time. Oh, what a play by Gleyber Torres, who was really out of position, was trying to cover And well, actually, it was Gonzalez. So my apologies. It was Gonzalez with a nice play. So 6-3. So the inning comes to a conclusion. No runs, no hits, no errors on the one-man lift on that walk. And we go now to the fourth inning. Yankees have a 4-2 lead. A quick inning there, despite the walk. So Cole looks like he could be settling down here. For the Yankees coming up, they're going to have Trevino, followed by Gonzalez, followed by LeMahieu back to the top of the lineup, and judge if anyone gets on. So now the Yankees, could they add more? They had a good inning last at bat, putting some good clutch 2-out base hits. We saw a home run. We saw doubles. We saw some good hitting. That's what you want. It gets contagious. Let's see if the Yankees can continue with that there. So we are in a change of inning where McCarty come in here, pitch 3 innings, gave up 4 runs. So the Yankees got 4 runs on 4 hits. The Guardians with 2 runs on 2 hits. Another game going on, the only game going on besides the Yankee game, it is top of the 5th inning in Toronto. Tampa and Toronto tied at 1-1. So that's a good game there. Yankees, as long as they alternate wins and losses between Tampa and Toronto, and the Yankees win their games, they'll be in good shape because they'll pick up game on either one of these two when these two teams go at it. But the team of the American League that is kind of on fire or sneaky good, and all of a sudden now they're a couple games, close to 10 games above 500, is the Boston Red Sox. They're in Wrigley Field. So that's really cool to see them playing in a historic field on the 4th of July weekend. Red Sox Cubs. I couldn't care less for neither team, but all in all, and a baseball historian, that's a good look. That's nice. That's nice. If you're a baseball historian who love baseball, to see those two franchises going at it. So here's Trevino. McCarty threw a high curveball, misses. They look now. The scouting report seems to be on Trevino. You get him out with high fastballs or anything up high out of the zone. He likes to swing at the high pitch. Here's the 1-0 pitch coming. Again, another ball up high, but that one just hit the top of the strike zone. So he gets the call strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count here. 1-1. Toronto, Guzman went 2 innings. Wonder what's the deal? Injury or rest? Probably got an injury. So he fouls it out of play, 1-2. Huh. Interesting on that one, Rob. Robert, let me find out see if I see anything there. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to count here. The cares count is 2-2. And the pitch from Trevino with another high fall. This one is going to stay in the park and left field. Palacio makes the play there. Gave it a ride, but not enough. It was just too high. He likes to hit on a lot. So 1 away. Here's Marwin Gonzalez. I'll take a look. I see Julius Randle is trending in Twitter. I don't know. I was saying on the program, I am 70-30. Randle returns to the Knicks. Here's a pitch in there for a strike. I don't know. I don't know if they will trade Randle, and I don't think Donovan Mitchell will be traded this season. I would love him to, but I don't know. So here's the 0-1 pitch. Chop foul, 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Regardless, the opposite way. Lines one is going to stay, and it's a base hit. Oh, just dipped down. So 1-out base hit for Gonzalez. Brings up the top of the lineup. And here's DJ LeMahieu. Let's take a look and see if any injury report. So DJ got us started, got the first run on the board with an opposite field line drive home run, a laser shot that just got out. Here's the pitch. Down low. 1-0. Oh, so Blue Jays got a doubleheader as well? No way. No. They got a. All right, go. Okay, here we go. I got what happened here. Kevin Guzman was removed today's game with a right ankle contusion. He underwent x-rays and came back negative. So 1 ball, 1 strike. So he had a contusion on the right ankle. Toronto cannot afford to lose pitching here. Although we still got 27 days for the trading deadline, I do not want to see them adding a Montas or a Castillo. Here's the pitch. This one is foul out of play. 1-2. Despite the fact of we have a comfortable lead in the division, but you still got to face them in the playoffs, and you don't want to face, Toronto with that lineup. And if they get themselves some formidable pitching, that'd be a little bit dangerous. You respect everyone. You respect every one of your competition. One thing, a team this team right here, this Guardian team is a tough team. Not a home run power, but a team that's hungry. 2-2. And remember, they still got Francona, who, remember, the Yankees knocked them out back in 2017 when the Guardian back then they were the Indians were favored to beat the Yankees. The Yankees came in and took that series. So here's a 2-2 count here. And the pitch. Count runs full, 3-2. Especially if the New York Yankees have a record season where they in wins wise. Let's say they beat that 116 mark from the Mariners, and they go into the playoffs. Those lower echelons wild card teams are going to relish, especially Central Division, who everyone's saying it's a terrible division. And if you're the Central Division team that's going to end up playing or sneak in the second wild card, and you'll be the team that knock off the Yankees, my God, a feather in the cap. There's a hit and run, but he golfs this one, and it's just right to the left fielder. Just a little too much there, right to Straw, as Gonzalez retreats there. We'll bring up Judge with 2 outs. So DJ putting a lot of nice at bat, line drive, line drive center field shots. You gotta like that if you're a DJ LeMahieu fan. Encourage that he's hitting the ball with some authority, line driving, not popping up. That's a good sign because he can handle the hit, handle the bats, and the hits will come. So here's Judge with 2 away, and 1 runner on. Now Judge is the leading candidate in home run and MVP. Grounds it to short, and that would do it. They go to short way, so that would end the threat for the Yankees. So Yankees still have a 4-2 lead. We go now to the home half of the fourth with a 4-2 lead. Cole will continue, of course, to pitch. Out there for the Guardians, it will be Franmil Reyes, Andres Jimenez, Rich Palacio, and Sandy Leon if anyone gets on. Jose Melos, let me get to you what you said here. Randall is being shot, but Fournier most likely the one to go. I don't know. I think I don't know. Let me ask you this, guys that are of course, one thing I love about this channel, we're mixed with a lot of Knicks fans and Yankee fans, New York fans in general. Now that Miles Bridges situation is disgusting, whatever, but he might not play next year. He might not even be playing. He might not even be in the league. Does that open up Charlotte now needing a power forward? And we have a power forward. I know Chef Dan turned me down, said no, which he made a lot of great valid points. I ask you guys, Charlotte needing a power forward, and I know you said, why would the Knicks or Charlotte want to help each other out in there? And Utah, let's say Mitchell is on the trading block. Do you see a 3-team D? Forget about the numbers and money cap wise. I know it's the most important thing. Yes. Can you see where Randall, these are the main pieces though, and then the rest could be filled with salary picks or whatever. Randall going to Charlotte, Hayward going to Utah, Mitchell heading to New York. Of course, with every other pick, salary, whatever to make up. I guess, and those are the main components in the trade, 3-team trade. Man, I hope that comes forward. I hope they need it. I hope that they're desperate. They want a power forward because they do have. Charlotte has some good backcourt. You know that, and they got Lamar Ball working with a Brutus Randle. They I don't know. What's your thoughts out there? I hope that will because now you could still you can always pick up a power forward, backup power forward later on the road, trade, whatever the case is. So a foul back out of play. Because now you can give Obi Toppin now 27 minutes to play if Randall's shipped out. You bring another backup power forward here, you maybe you do make the dream come true and you sign at a veteran minimum, Carmelo Anthony. Who knows? Here's the 0-1 pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what Utah. It's still early enough for Utah if they want to start rebuilding now because they're 1-1 pitch, foul. Because Golden State is still strong. But I think a lot of things are going to happen reactionary after the Kevin Durant, if he does get traded or moved, is when everything else starts to happen because every team out there thinks they have a chance. Because remember, Kevin Durant doesn't have a no trade clause. He could be traded. I mean, he doesn't. He could be traded anywhere. One of the teams I've been saying just will make sense for Brooklyn to bring back great players and is OKC. But you can't feel the terrible product. And Franco Reyes goes down on a strike, so he strikes out. Let's get that strikeout whistle. So he's out when 1 away. It'd be interesting. It'd be interesting there. If I'm the Brooklyn Nets, I'm telling Durant, you're playing for my team. We're going to surround you. We're going to move Kyrie Irving. We're going to bring you some other players. We got, Mills re-signed. I know, and we're going to get you some more players. And you alone, single-handing at home, took the team to play in the playoffs, even though you got swept by Boston, but you still got us to the playoffs. Even the year before, prior to that, if you were a pinky toe from getting us to the Eastern Conference Final with a good team around you. I know if we surround you with good talent, you can make it work. And you got shooters, and you have Ben Simmons. So I'm surprised. Durant is really hitching his wagon on Kyrie Irving, where him alone. And here's the pitch, 2-0. If I'm the Brooklyn Nets, I'll let go of Kyrie Irving. I'll say, I even go around and say, look, give me one more year with you guys. I'll trade you Durant wherever you want to go afterwards. I let Irving walk. Just give me one more year. We're gonna surround you with players, and we'll see. Here's a pitch, swinging 2-1. They count. I think I was mentioning last night. I think Brooklyn's mistake was their coach. I'm nothing wrong with Steve Nash. I think he's going to be I think down the line he's going to be a good head coach. He's smart, but it was the wrong time to bring him against these alpha players who don't want to be. They really didn't want to be coached. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Ooh, nice one. Line drive right there. Stanton off the glove. That's under the glove of Stanton. Jimenez gets up, breaks it to second. So that's a double. Stanton played it well, but right under his glove. So the most important thing for Giancarlo Stanton, he came up not hurt, and he just almost got there. Couldn't come up with that one. He got a little glove. He got leather on it to stop it from going all the way to the wall, and just trickled right just about 2 feet away from him. But he just stopped it enough there. And Stanton just a little more quicker would have just got to the ball, but nice effort there. He didn't get injured. He didn't hurt anything. So you read a side of relief, although we got to wait a couple innings. So here's the pitch. And he swings and tips there from Palacio, who's 0 for 1. So pretty much coming up soon, we're going to have a 4-game series with those Red Sox. And boy, I can't wait to call those games. That's going to be a big field. First and second place, Red Sox are coming alive here. And the 0-1 pitch. This is foul. So out of 0-2 count. So we have 0-2 with 1 out. So the Yankees, remember, they're up 12 and a half games currently right now on the Red Sox. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Down 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good take there by Palacio. Nice sharp breaking ball down. So 68 pitches for Cole here. I will keep you posted, definitely. Robert Parr, now to lead. Cole checks the runner. He gets the sign and the pitch. Up high. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. He reached 100 miles an hour there. Cole, that's the first time on this afternoon. He reaches triple digits. Here's a pitch and just foul there. Palacio had a late jump, but he just fouled. So be rumored that we in the Kevin Durant sweepstakes, Toronto wants to put his name in the hat, and it's going to revolve around Scotty Barnes. So the name around there, if Toronto gets involved, it's one of the names is Scotty Barnes. That's interesting. Here's a 2-2 pitch coming. Grounded to left side, LeMahieu. Backhands, throw on his feet. He got him. What a play by DJ LeMahieu. Wow. For 2 outs there. Jimenez will advance and move to third with 2 outs. What a play. That was a double, an opposite. Good job there. First of all, by Palacio going the opposite way. LeMahieu was a tough play, falling away, and he got it. What a play by DJ LeMahieu. Appreciated by Cole with 2 outs. Wow. Put a star on that one. This will bring up Sandy Leon, who has not gotten a hit. He's 0 for 5 since being called up from AAA. But Leon, if he wants to, they like him. We know he's a good defensive catcher. If he wants to stay on this team prolonged, he has to come up with these 2 big out hits. And Jose Melo, here's the pitch. In there for a ball. Yes, Jose Melo is absolutely correct. He says the Red Sox went 20-5 in the month of June and still lost the game on the Yankees. That tells you what the Yankees are doing here. Something extremely special. And the pitch just missed. 2-0. Cole wanted that one. A little frustration by Cole. 73 pitches here. Now the pitch count's a little high here. With 2 outs here, so it's and in the bottom of the 4th inning, so it's 3 2/3 of an inning with 73 pitches. And you still got to get 1 round in Leon. And Leon could extend this and get him easily into an 80s. So not good if you're, especially that when you have another game behind it. You want a little bit more of an economical inning. Here's the pitch. Run a go. No. Trevino pounced it in there. Strike. It was. So Jimenez was dancing there. We saw how that happened last Sunday with Gleyber Torres dancing at third. He twisted his a little bit scared there, twisted his ankle, hyperextended a little, and he got caught. So here's a 2-1 pitch. Curveball. Good take there. 3-1. Had a nice bite, that knuckle curveball. Leon was disciplined enough not to take it. So 3-1 here. Straw's the on-deck batter with 75 pitches. So 3 balls and 1 strike. Yankees have a 4-2 lead. Runner at third with 2 outs for the Guardians. And the 3-1, and he fouls it off. Is it going to be in play? And he goes to the play. So the count rounds full, 3-2. So we have 2 strikes here. So Miles Straw is next. '76 going for 77 pitch for Gerrit Cole here with 2 outs. Leon, the batter, calls time. He steps out. Time is called. So we'll reset again. And that's a smart move by that catcher. He knows how Cole doesn't like to wait or get off his timing and rhythm. So that's a smart bet and remove there, my opinion. Here's the 3-2 pitch coming from Cole. Here it comes. Let's pop up. And this is sky high in the infield. Carpenter. And Carpenter makes a play. So the inning comes to a conclusion. So DJ with his defensive prowess there, you could say save the run there. They get no runs on 1 hit, no errors. They leave 1 man. They strand them at third. And we go to the 5th inning. Yankees have a 4-2 lead here on the BX Sports JEDI Network, the Bronx Bombers Strike Back podcast, the Watch Along program. Thank you guys for everyone in the building. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for the viewership. Thank you for the subscription. And I always say, subscribe. Hit that notification bell whenever we do our many sports and entertaining programs. You'll come aboard with us and join us. And if you can't watch us live, or if you can't watch us on the YouTube, you could take on the go on the audio platform, either Spotify, Anchor FM, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, you name it. Wherever you find your favorite podcast, whatever platform you use on your audio podcast form, you find the channel BX Sports JEDI Network, whatever the different programs. We do not put the watch-alongs on, of course, because I don't think no one wants to hear a baseball game all over again after you know the results. So we do all the different roundtable discussions with the wrestling, MMA, baseball, basketball, as well as the Rangers Republic. That's on podcast form only. We talk about hockey, Ranger hockey, and all the different programs. It's there. Check it out. And give the 5-star ratings on the audio if you're on Google, if you're on Apple, or give us some feedback. If does it sound good? You know, I always try to listen to them as replay as possible. If the sound, how does it sound? If there's anything we could do to make it much better experience. We're always trying to strive for excellence. Remember, we are amateurs that we're not the professionals in that level yet, but we're building it. We're doing it for the fun and the love that we love of the sports, and just, different point of view from, not always commercialized where I'm not saying that they have an agenda, but they're pushing, a certain narrative. And we just want to be honest and give us our honest opinions and thoughts of, as a fan, of what we see. We might not agree. We might agree exactly on everyone's point, but we'll have fun doing that. So we'll go to the Yankees 5th inning. Let me make sure I get their ticker, their lineup. They're going to have Torres, Stanton, Andujar, and Hicks coming up in this inning. They're up by 2 runs. So here's leading off Torres, who's 1 for 1, a single and a walk for Gleyber. So McCarty, 78 pitches for McCarty, and the first pitch of the inning in there for a strike. So we take a strike there. 0-1 the count to the right-hander Gleyber Torres from Venezuela. And the pitch, curveball down and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. So thank you guys for listening. Jerome probably went to sleep already because it's 1:40 in the morning in the Philippines. I know he checked in early. He was just getting home. So from a beautiful Saturday evening, I remember it's Sunday morning at 1:40 in the morning in the Philippines, and Jerome was in the building with us. And here's a ball, 2-1. So Nasty Nestor will be on. That's is why I'm gonna probably do game 2 because of Cortes. I'm a big fan of his. Torres loops 1, and that's a base hit. So Torres is 2 for 2. So he's been on base 3 times this game, excuse me. 1 with a walk and now with 2 hits. So Torres, hopefully this is a sign that maybe he needs to be batting in the 3-hole 3 or the 5 hole with good job by Glaber. They'll bring up Stanton in there for a strike. Stanton is 0 for 2. But those 2 0 for 2s with runners in scoring position. He had one at first and third with 1 out, and then he had first and second and struck out. So, man, I know he's salivating to come up with a big hit here. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Chop slowly. It might be 2. On the second, on the first, and it's another double play. So it's 6-4-3 double play. So Stanton having a rough going here this afternoon here. 0 for 3. And of course, Thailand is still listening. Yankees come from behind. George Bowman, of course, always listen from Thailand and always with us. So yes, Thailand is strongly in the building along with the Philippines, but Thailand strong, absolutely. Thank you, George. Thank you so much. Here's Andujar, who's 1 for 2. Andujar lines this one. Right field, back. Oh, he took it to the warning track. I'm telling you, Andujar has a violent swing. This is the contact violent swing. This and man, right now we will be ball 1, strike 1, strike 2, foul, ball 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes, strike 3. There goes Joey Gallo. 0-2 strikes out. At least with Andujar, you get some excitement with his bat. This is, man, I know it's trending on Twitter, DFA Gallo, but I don't think the Yankees are going to DFA Gallo. They could get something for Joey Gallo if they trade for him. I think they could get they could get themselves. I believe they could get themselves either a $5 biggie bag from Wendy's, a delicious Happy Meal from McDonald's. I don't know if they could get themselves a bucket of chicken from Popeyes. I don't know if they could. I think it might be a little too rich for the other teams to give up, but we'll see. So we go to the bottom of the 5th, halfway through the game now. Yankees have a 4-2 lead here. Now that their pitching performance here for McCarty helps him. Quick inning. He needed that. His pitch count was getting close to the 80s. That's exactly what Cole needs, a quick 1-2-3 inning. For Cole, he'll have a chance. He'll have Straw, followed by Kwan, followed by Rosario. So you got the 9-1 and 2 hitters coming up. As Tampa Bay is taking a 4-1 lead in Toronto. So after Guzman comes out, Tampa pounces, and they ended up. He's going to make a big part, Andujar. Indeed. Yes, indeed, George. And Robert Parr, you can't even get a Hungry Man meal for Gallo. No. And the Hungry Man meal, you still gotta put it in a microwave and heat it up. At least with the other meals, they'll come cooked and ready to eat. This you gotta warm it up, and you can't even get that. You can't even go to the Dollar Tree and get a couple of frozen dinners. Man. All right, so Cole with 77 pitches. If you could get out of here with 85 pitches, man, that's a good. I'll take it, but let's see. And the pitch outside misses. 1 ball, no strikes. So Straw. He misses that one, 2-0. I agree with you, George. I'm hoping Andujar plays game 2. Yes, I would definitely hope so. I hope he plays both games. I'll be totally honest with you. Wow, I got a little bit of a breaking news here, but it's nothing major concerning our teams. Here's the right side, and easy for Torres, so 1 away. Wow, Darius Garland agrees to a 5-year, $193 million contract extension with the Cavaliers. Garland, $193 million. They just made they weren't that great. They made the playoffs last season. That's it. That's a lot of money for a player that hasn't done much. Wow, everyone's getting paid. Boy, if you have a young kid under the age of 5 or anywhere in 5 to 7, put them in basketball, please. Teach them how to shoot a shot. Use their both right or left hand because they're getting paid in the NBA. Here's Quan takes a bunt, 1-0. Usually, if you're left-handed, put them to pitch baseball. But my God, the money that they're getting in the NBA, my goodness, generation. Good for them. Good for them changing the generation of their family and the trajectory. Good for them making that money. Wow, that's a lot of money though. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Wow. So here's the 1-1 pitch coming. 2-1 to the leadoff hitter, Quan. Excuse me. Here's the 2-1 pitch coming. Quan slaps it the other way, and it's going to left field line, and it's a foul ball. Not much room there for Quan. Almost had himself an opposite field double. 84 pitches, but we got some bullpen action, though, for the Guardians. Ghost is warming up. It was a left-hander. So they want to stick to that lefty left. They want to bring another lefty reliever. They see something in the Yankees they don't want to see. They don't want to put a right-handed. Usually when it's a lefty starter, they go back with a righty reliever, the first one off the pen, but they want to keep the lefty-lefty. Here's the 2-2 pitch coming. And he fouls it out 100 miles an hour. Second time he reaches triple digits for Cole, and Quan spoils that one, fouls it away. So it's 2-2 the count. Wow, so former NBA champ Damian Lee signs with the Phoenix Suns for a 1-year deal. A reserve player. Here's the 2-2 pitch. 3-2. Yeah, you don't want to lose Quan because you got the tough part of the lineup. Yeah, indeed. Robert Park. Good point there. Here's the payoff pitch coming. Got him. That was right on the bottom of the zone there. You could say a little bit low, but remember, this is Gerrit Cole reputation over Stephen Kwan, who's trying to make his reputation there. Wow, that was twice there. Kwan, tough pitch, twice, two calls going against Kwan's way. But man, when you have a player in Cole's reputation, he usually gets it. So, here's Rosario with 2 outs. That was a big out there because you got the table. You want to get the table setters before the big guys come up. Here's Rosario. Rosario's 0 for 1. Grounds it. Carpenter fields it. Flips it over to Cole. Cole fields, and he makes the play. So a quick inning there for Cole. 89 pitches. So he ended up pitching 4 more pitches that I expected. I wanted him to get out of 85, but I'll take it. So for the Guardians, no runs, no hits, no errors. We'll go to the 6th inning there. Yankees have a 4-2 lead, and they need to add more to this, in my opinion. A couple more runs just to get totally done with it. And they're going to have Hicks, Carpenter, Trevino, and Gonzalez. Bottom of the lineup. If this bottom of the lineup could put table saver runners on or get some runs, be impactful, game over, in my opinion. I know it's only the 6th inning. They're going to have more opportunities. They're going to still have 12 outs to get. But if the Yankees could add another run, another 2 runs, I personally think, game 1 looks more probability of a Yankee win. And it's even at 2 runs right now, the probability is still good, but it's still baseball where you get a boop and a blast, especially with the way they got hitters. They're not a home run hitting team, but they're a contact line drive hitting team that could get runs immediately. So we have the change of an inning there. Let's put the Yankee line back up running underneath there. Now remember, Yankees still got some players on the bench, although they're gonna most likely try not to have any pinch hitters due to the fact they got a doubleheader. They have another game at 6 o'clock. which we might. I think I'm going to do it. If this, depending how quick this game goes, give me enough time. I'll probably end doing it, and I'll hold off on the Money in the Bank watch along. Or once this is over, I go right into set up the stream and go right into the Money in the Bank watch along, or just do review. I might just do the Money in the Bank review. So for those wrestling fans, wow. So I'm interested to see how, if the season were to start today in basketball, to see how Utah will look without Rudy Gobert. So we got a new pitcher for the Guardians. It's going to be Ghost. The lefty is coming in. Leave anything. So I just got that Raul Neto. Remember him? Neto is going to sign with the Cleveland Cavaliers. So that's another move going around. So, boy, the NBA all season is very movement friendly. A lot of things to report. A lot of drama, action. A little more action than actually this regular season. Wow. Also, Kevin Looney agrees with a 3-year deal. $25 million deal to return to Golden State. So, Kevin Looney. Here's the first pitch to Hicks, who's going to turn over to the right side, takes it to strike. He's 1 for 1 for Hicks. He got a big 2-out base hit that got some RBIs, and we felt good for him. Inside, Maria with the quick choke. Gallo has a wage on his head, and the other day he couldn't fix it. He needs to go to. He needs with all the good stylists in New York. He could get that fixed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two and 1. Especially in the Bronx, there's so many good barbershops that you could go to and get a nice fade and fade them up and get that bowl haircut that he has, that Justin Bieber bowl haircut out of the way. Get himself a real nice haircut stylist. Fix them up. 2 balls and 1 strike. 3 and 1. Let me see if I see any signs here. Anything new to report other than what I've just been mentioning? Just that Luke Kennard and swings. The current is full 3 and 2. Luke Kennard agreed to return the 2-year deal to return to Boston. So Boston retains Kennard. So the count is full. Payoff pitch coming. He walks him. So Delino Gallinari, who was waived, is intending to sign a 2-year deal with the Celtics. Gives him size. That's one thing. He might not have the before, but gives him size. Boston putting something together there that's a little bit of a scary situation. Where you saw they were with Udoka, Eastern Conference champs, trying to add their. There's a pitch for a ball to Carpenter. Carpenter with a runner at first. Hicks. And I like that Malcolm Brogdon signing for acquisition in the trade for Boston. Here's the pitch. Carpenter hits this one. This one is deep. Back on the wall. It is gone. Matt Carpenter hammers one for a 2-run shot. So Carpenter Wow, 7th home run here of the season with the Yankees, a 2-run shot, and the Yankees with the Carpenter continues to build their lead now, 6-2. Wow. He doesn't even got 40 at bats, and he's got 7 home runs for the man with the hammer stick, Matt Carpenter. Whew. Yes, he arm and hammer that one. Here's Trevino in there for a strike. That is nice to see Matt Carpenter reviving his career in the pinstripe area, who was a very good staple with the Cardinals. And here's a pitch. And 1-1. A change of scenery has done very well for Matt Carpenter. You know, another acquisition that, as much as we ridicule Brian Cashman, who brings in from the scrap heap, he bought. Remember, Rudneff Odor was pretty decent for the Yankees. But here Carpenter comes in. Those kind of acquisitions, he brings the pitch, swing and a miss. 1-2. The same thing he found when Nestor Cortes. Seattle did not know what the heck in the world he had in them. And Cortes came over with the Yankees, scooped up immediately from Seattle. Also, Rudneff Odor. You know, that's moves that Cashman has done over the years. I remember one of the ones back in the old days. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Trevino lines it, grounded to Jimenez, and the first out is recorded there. When Al Leiter got released by the Marlins, the Yankees picked him up in the middle of July. And I remember he pitched his first game with the Yankees, back with the Yankees, back in I think it was in 2000 and in the mid 2000s. He pitched on Sunday Night Baseball. Came up with the Yankees, pitched a really good game, and he stuck with the Yankees. And they went. You know, I think the Yankees made up the wild card, and as far as that, but that's another. He helped the Yankees down the stretch. Here's a pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. As much as we killed Cashman, but he does those kind of trades or acquisitions or DFA players that he brings that fits. And the pitch, swinging a miss. 0-2. The same thing with Luke Voit. He bought Luke Voit out of nowhere. And look what Luke Voit, turned into for the Yankees while here. I know, looking now, the pump, he's been injured. Don't get me wrong, but he does know how to bring players that fits. And there's something about, yes, there's an aura. There's something about when you put on the interlocking NY cap that just change and unlock something from you. Because, of course, when you go out of Yankee Stadium, you see the big sign. Thank God, God made me a Yankee fan. You see all the different things, the aura. There's a special it factor when you wear the New York Yankees uniform. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Gonzalez hits this one, punches this one, and it's foul. So we'll do it again. That's why when you get signed here, you cannot fake the funk when you come in here just for a payday, because you will get exposed by not just the fan base but by the media. And that's why they get ridiculed, Yankees, when they don't hit. And when you don't give your effort, these Gallo's trying, but because on the defensive side, here's a 1-2 pitch. Gonzalez goes down with a string. Because Gallo, he can't hit. He stinks. He's terrible with that, handling the bat. But you put him out in the outfield, he is a really good outfielder. He makes some good plays. He reads the ball well. He makes the catch. He has a good arm. He does the read right. He backs up the other outfielders. He's a good outfielder. That's why I think he's in the major leagues. I think he's above average outfielder. Gold Glove, I don't want to go too hard with it, like give him his roses, but he's good. He's a really good top-notch defender, but he just can't hit. Here's the pitch. 1-0. So the Yankees has increased their lead here. The pitch down low. 2-0. So LeMahieu has been hitting the ball hard all afternoon. He's 1 for 2. He has a home run to show for it. but he hit a nice line drive to center field. Yes. Bronx Bombers sash. Here's the 2-0. Gets in there for a strike. So 2 balls and 1 strike here. Yankees increased their lead 6-2 here. They just got a 2-run shot from Matt Carpenter. That's his 7th of the season. He got 7 home runs, 15 RBIs, and he hasn't even bat 40 times yet. Heel's in the building. Salute, Heel. Aaron Judge is on deck. So 6-2 here as Tampa increases their lead 5-1 over the Blue Jays in Toronto. So 3-1 count here in Cleveland and the pitch in there. So the count runs full. So the count is full, 3-2 with 2 outs here. We are in the top of the 6th innings. Yankees with a 6-2 lead here. Yankees with 6 runs on 7 hits. Cleveland with 2 runs on 3 hits. And the pitch down low. He walks him. So LeMahieu draws a 2-out walk. So his second walk of the afternoon will bring up Aaron Judge. You got bullpen action. Castro warming up for the Guardians. Bullpen, the right-hander. Here's Judge. Judge is 0 for 2. He had a walk in the 3rd inning. He's batting .284 with 29 home runs, 59 RBIs. His batting average has dropped, though. He was hitting in the upper 300s, but he's a couple of days from getting on a hot streak to get some runs up, get that batting average up. I think I am, Maria. I will be doing the second game. Then I'll go right into the Money in the Bank watch along as soon as the Yankee game is over. If not, I just do the Money in the Bank recap. Which one or the other, I am going to do the Yankee because it's Nestor Cortes who works quick. Nestor Cortes games are usually 2.5 hours long. So 6, it'll be a little bit over the watch along pay-per-view, but I have to convey. But I definitely will be doing that Yankee second game. Yes. Because I love Nestor Cortes. I'm a big Nestor Cortes pitch. I love calling his game. I love doing watch-alongs when it's Nestor Cortes. He's so more quick and easy. So Judge in on here. Down low. 1-0. So the runner at first with 2 outs is LeMahieu and the 1-0 pitch. Misses that one. And we got a prediction. We got a prediction from George Bowman. He's from out in Thailand. Says that Judge will hit his number 30th right now. So that's a prediction there. We'll start at. We'll wait. We'll see. Right now, he's ahead of the count, 2-0. Good count here to rip one rip against the lefty. No, not even close. 3-0 up in the eyeball areas. So 3-0. Judge deserves the green light, although Torres has been on fire. 2 hits and a walk this afternoon, but this is Judge you're talking about. So you're up by 4 runs. Give him the green light if I'm the Yankees. Here's the 3-0 pitch. That one smashed, and that one goes all the way to the wall. Let's see if LeMahieu gets on this horse. DJ on his way will hold him at 3rd. So a 2-out double from Judge. So 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. Here's Torres, who's been on fire this afternoon. Now, we saw a good trend this afternoon. The Yankees getting 2-out base hits here. Can they continue that trend now with Gleyber Torres? We shall see. And you really put a chokehold, a good night Irene stamp. If you get a base hit here, we'll make it 8-2, and you could say looking good for game 2. Although they have a 4-run lead with this Guardian team who doesn't hit a lot of home runs, but they can hit you to death. And they're tough. It'll be interesting. Now we're going for a pitching change. So Anthony Goss did not have it. And we're going to have a pitching change. Castro will come in here for the righty Torres. And with the Yankees up by 4, but we got 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs now. So they will have a pitching change. And George says Judge is heating up. Yes. And we want him to go hot into that Boston series next week. Let's see. Wow. So we were talking a little bit about basketball free agency, a little bit about baseball here, trading deadline. It's fun. It's fun because let's see. Remember, next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, they're gonna have 2 games with the Pittsburgh Pirates, both at 7:05. Tuesday game, I will not do I won't be able to do the Tuesday game. I will be at NXT 2.0 live, Great American Bash. So, and of course, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday night baseball. Yankees take on the Red Sox. Oh, baby. When is the All-Star game? Okay, I see when the All-Star game is. Got it. Wow. So I cannot wait to see that 4-game series against the Red Sox, because you're telling me even if they split that 4-game series, nothing happened. The Yankees take 3 out of 4. The worst scenario, even if you still get swept, it's not big deal, but it gives hope to the Red Sox there's an opportunity. Thank you so much, George. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Out in Thailand, folks. Here's Torres, takes a pitch. A ball, 1-0 here. And the pitch outside. So 2-0. So 2-0 here. Now, Torres has a 2-0 pitch here. He's been 2 for 2. Personally, you give him the green light, actually, because he's up 2-0. He's shown today that he's been handling the bat, and you're up by 4. Me, as a manager, I will give the green light here. Here's a 2-0 pitch coming. 3-0. Now, 3-0 is different. Although Castro has not thrown a strike at all, but it could set you up for a huger inning. Although Stanton has been struggling, but Stanton is due, folks. He cannot be this struggle this humongous here. 3-0 pitch, I give the green. I will give the whole true take sign. And Torres takes, and he takes a 3-1 pitch there. It was in the zone, so 3-1 here. So second and third. Now, with 2 outs here, a 3-1 pitch to Gleyber Torres coming. Torres grounded. It's a base hit. 1 runs in. Let's see if they send Judge. LeMahieu scores. Judge scores. So it's an RBI, 2 RBI base hit. So the Yankees busted open here, 8-2. So Gleyber's 3 for 3 here. It's Gleyber Day for Torres. So Gleyber hit the ball all over the field, right side, left field, up the middle. Gleyber Torres all over. Maria wants Stanton to wake up. Here, boy, a 2-run shot would be phenomenal. A ball up high. I know people will say, oh, empty calorie home run. The game was out of hand. He hits it. Nonsense. You got to get this guy rolling. You got to get him on par. I would love him to smack. Here, give me a 2-run shot here. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Curveball, 1-1. So this inning, so far, 4 runs in this inning. They did the same thing in the 3rd inning. They scored put up a 4 spot. They're up here now, 8-2. The Let's Go Yankee chant serenading Progressive Field. Stanton hits a hard shot there. Ramirez stays with it. He gets the inning. That was hit hard. That was an encouraging one. Stanton hit a line drive hard. It scared the living bejesus out of Ramirez. He says he's going into the locker room and have a change of underwear. So he's got to bat up. But all in all, the Yankees get 4 runs here on 3 hits. And they doubled their lead here. Now they lead 8-2. Wow. I'll put that's in my scorecard, and we'll get ready to go. Guardians will come up for their 6. Wow. Don't forget, please hit those likes. Hit those likes. Welcome, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the Bronx Bombers Strike Back on the BX Sports JEDI Network. We do the watch along with the Yankees here. We always try to do the watch along as much as possible when schedule allows us, or real life don't get intergene. We do the watch along here. We also have the cat, aka Michael Caputo, joins us from time to time. Big G's gonna blow away the box. Both sides. Yes. Yes. From your lips to God's ears, George. From your lips to God's ears. We want to destroy. Boy, that would be phenomenal. Payback from last season. You sweep the Boston Red Sox all these 4 games. Remember, they came to the Yankee Stadium. They swept us at home 3 games. Last season, I still haven't forgot that. Last June. I will love this year, us to go out there. This 4-game series, just totally bury them out of this division. Make them sellers at the trading deadline. That's what we need to do. Make them sellers. Sell JD Martinez over to the Mets. Get him over to the Mets. Although we're going to have to see him against the Mets, but who cares? So Cole, who's going to have some time in between his inning here. His pitch count was a little elevated, but it gives him a breather. You could probably squeeze 2 more innings out of Cole. If you're the Yankees, with these long in between innings, I think it benefits him. He's got 5 innings in with 3 hits, 2 runs. He has 3 walks and 5 strikeouts for Gerrit Cole. I agree with you, Maria. They need to go bye-bye immediately there. Yeah. But right now, we still got 2 more with the Guardians and 2 more with the Pirates before we even think about these disgusting Red Sox. So here's Ramirez after he changed his underwears and his pants from that line drive that was scorched hard right to him from Stanton, who he saw his eyes just open up. He leads off this inning. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, because that scared the living crap out of him. So he's ahead of the count 0-1. And here's the 0-1 pitch. Down low, 1 ball, 1 strike. So salute to 2 friends of mine that live in the beautiful state of Ohio. My friend Sam, who's good to meet him here in Orlando, lives in the state of Ohio, and this is a check swing foul. And also our friend, a.k.a. Luther Perry, the Samurai. Salute to you. I know you live in the beautiful state of Ohio. Salute to you, my friend. We're thinking about you in the city of Ohio, in the whole state of Ohio, and the city of Cleveland. I know he lives a little bit in the northern upper suburbs of Cleveland, so salute to you. No, Stanton is fine. I'm talking about Ramirez. He got scared. Le dio miedo que he pooped himself on that line drive there. That was a hard hit. And Ramirez fouls. No, Stanton is fine. He's not injured. He's okay. And also he's fine because he had an adventure in the outfield, and he's fine. Stanton he'll probably DH next game. Or if he's over. No, I think they'll DH him next game. So here's the 1-2 pitch coming. He fouled it out of play. Se ensució con el miedo, María. Se ensució con el miedo. So Ramirez. Here's the 1-2 pitch coming. Ooh, check swing on that. He held. So it's 2-2. For the slider. 95 pitches for Cole. It might be his final inning, because this might be his final inning. You have a 6-run lead. I like close games, Heel, because But with the blowouts, here's the pitch. Pop foul. I like a little bit of both, though. Be honest with you, blowout when it's like when you blow the team out at the end, like the way right now they're up by 6 in the 6th inning. It's okay to have that kind of blowout type of game. Close game early, midway, or the second part, you put it away with a large lead. And that's the type I like personally. Close game, I like it too, especially the walk-off variety that we had last Sunday. Here's the pitch. It's popped up. LeMahieu makes the catch. So 1 out. They got a hitter, Ramirez out. That would bring up Josh Naylor. He hardly knew her. Cole, 97 pitches. I believe it's his final inning. It's when he gets out. He's up by 6 runs. So here's the pitch. Curveball up high. Now the Yankees cannot get cute there. Even though you're up by 6, can't let the Guardians put a couple runs where you got to start using bullpen, knowing you have another game going. Although Cortes, we know that Cortes can pitch very, very extremely well and deep into the game, but you don't want to test faith there. 2-0. So Cole. So we know Chapman is back. Holmes didn't pitch yet. Holmes hasn't pitched in 2 days. King hasn't pitched in a while. So they have a full complement of pitchers, although Mariachino, maybe he might not pitch. You hold off. You got Lucas Lasagna-Licky available. Weber is still up here. And 3-0. So we know Miguel Castro is on paternity leave. That's why Weber's up. So he was on paternity leave for a couple days. He has bringing in his child into the world with his wife. Here's the pitch. 3-1 to count. So no one's warming up at all. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Nader pops it up. He hardly knew her. And Gonzalez makes the play. 2 away. So 2 outs. With bases empty for Mio Reyes. So this is the dollar store equivalent of Jordan Alvarez from Mil Reyes. Here's the pitch. Ball. For those that know wrestling, this is AEW's version of The Miz. Swing and a miss. 1-1. So those enjoying those 4th of July barbecues, getting ready to go. I hope I have enough time to put something on the grill real quick between the 2 games, and 2 balls and 1 strike. I did not get to go out and get those tomahawk steaks. I know the Diff Man from the JEDI Network always goofs and gets a kick when the JEDI does the tomahawk steaks. Two balls and 1 strikes to count. I think we're gonna do ribs this week. I think tomorrow is ribs, and of course Sunday is going to be the 4th of July hot dog. Swing and a miss. 2-2 to count. So 2 strike count here. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. 106 pitch, 107 coming. Here it comes. See ya. So no runs, no hits, no ever. 6 strikeouts for Cole here, and he goes through a full 6 innings of work. I don't know if they'll bring him out. 106, 7 pitches. I don't think so. I think that will be Gerrit Cole's night. You know, if you're the Yankees, hopefully you get the bullpen and not get cute where you have to start making moves in the game and you get a quick inning here. So we shall go now to the Yankees' 7th inning. They lead by 6 runs. They're going to have Andujar leading off, followed by Hicks, followed by Carpenter. Trying to add more here. They're up by 6. And their first game, they want to try to get this game over. They got the first game of 2 later on at 6 o'clock. We will be back on doing that. I was contemplating of yay or nay, but I will. It's Nestor Cortes. He is so smooth and quick. Would have loved to be a straight doubleheader where I rather prefer that, but it is what it is. It gives me time to stop, go, probably burn some meats on the grill and chop down and come right back here. So we are in a change of inning. Let's change the banner. Put the Yankees lineups there. So we did a little bit of talking about everything here. So we did a little bit of NBA free agency while we're filling in here. Any chances, anyone? There it is. The Deuteronomy 2:28-6. God watches going out and coming in safety on the road. Indeed, that is one of my prayers every morning when I leave my front door. George, perfect. I loved it because, of course, you want to be blessed in the city and in the fields. And, of course, good job there, George. Love it. Yeah, let's highlight that because, I'll always highlight that. Always, always. Good job there, George. So in Toronto, Tampa has a 6-1 lead. Now I was going to ask if there's other wrestling fans tonight, who do you like winning Money in the Bank? So here's Andujar. Outside, we were talking a little basketball. We're talking baseball trade deadline. Let's see. We got a little wrestling or MMA tonight. Great card on the MMA world. My God, Max Holloway. Oh, he's in Israel Adesanya. Andujar lines one, and that was a base hit. So under the glove of Jimenez, that is a straight base hit because that was hit with violence. Speaking of violence, we were just talking about the MMA world and that violent swing by Andujar. Boom. He olayed it. That might be an error, but man, that was hit with some. Whew. But he's putting contact. Gallo would have been ball 1, ball 2, strike 1, strike 2, foul, strike 3. Look at what Andujar's doing. Again, I hate to sound like a broken record, but man. So here's Hicks now from the left side. So Andujar reaches on. We'll see what the official scorers say. No errors so far. Here's the pitch. Right in there. And the 0-1 pitch. Hicks hits one. And this is in a base hit. Let's see if he goes first or third. And he will. Andujar will go first or third. So now the Yankees becoming greedy here. First and third with no one out. You gotta like it. Love it. Yes, that's the sign. Thank you for reminding me now. And thank God, Lord, the Lord made me a Yankee. I love that sign. That's the sign that, that's why I was mentioning with Carpenter or any of these players that come with the Yankees. There's a lore. There's a other level that the Yankees players reach when they come put on the Yankee uniform, especially when you see that sign before you reach the field. A lot of players touch it for good luck. And it seems like, there's something behind that meaning. Absolutely. Like, I give you a little bit of a behind the curtain here in my home. Here's Carpenter first. Pitches up high. Before I leave my door, I have a masseuse. has a prayer in Hebrew, and tells me, bless me coming my goings and the safety on the road. And just like you wrote there in Doing Army, and I always, before I enter and leave, and that masseuse is there, and of course, the same alert to with the Yankees. Thank God made me a Yankee fan. Here's the 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. 0-2. I am not of a Jewish custom, but my Lord and Savior was Hebrew. So yes, on my door frame, indeed, on my door frame, and you have to put it on an angle. That's the yeah. So 1-1, just a little peek behind the curtain. So runners in the corners with no out. Yankees looking to add more here. Here's the pitch. Oh, got away. Nope, they hold him there. Luther Perry, we just said hello to you. Luther Perry, guys from Ohio. We shouted him out. One of our guys from Ohio, plus part of the network here that joins us and covers NXT 2.0 and WWE. Salute, my man. So the runners ricochet right back here. Let's see. Did Hicks go to second? And Hicks does. So you got now second and third. So that ball got right back to San De Leon, but good job there. Wild pitch there. So it's 2 balls and 1 strike to count here. Time is called by Leon. So 2 balls and 1 strike on Matt Carpenter, who had a homer last time up. So he has a chance to get some more RBIs here. Add to his stats. Here's the 2-1 pitch. This one. Carpenter lines one, and that one's in short right field on the shift. And they say it. So Nader couldn't hang on to that. He hardly knew her. So an infield single, Carpenter, an RBI. So to extend the lead here, 9-2. Yankees putting the stranglehold here. And the Yankees are doing it not just with the homers, they're getting the hits. They got against even with the shift, you get a nice one there from short right field. And Naylor couldn't come up with that one. He couldn't nail it. So here's Trevino. Yankees still got runners on the corner. I don't think we will, Luther. I think we might be doing the Money in the Bank review because we're going to afterwards, we will all the watch along, but I don't think we'll stay tuned on that. We'll talk about that later. I don't think we could. I know we have to do SmackDown. We have covered SmackDown, but not enough time in a day. Carpenter and Duhart, contact hitters. Yes, George. Good job there. They're good contact hitters. That's what the Yankees need. Maybe, Here's the 0-1 count. Trevino. Foul. So it's 0-2. So the Yankees up by 7 here, 9-2 here. And it's the top of the 7th inning. And the weather looks perfect. It's 75. Beautiful. No, not a cloud in the beautiful city of Cleveland. And the 0-2 pitch. Grounded. Hits one. Gets one. On the way to double play. A run scores, but Trevino does not get an RBI on that. But the Yankees make this now a 10-2 game, 8-run lead now. With the bases empty, here's Gonzalez. So the Yankees pretty much put this game away with a 10-2. Now you don't feel bad of taking out Gerrit Cole. You bring in a reliever here to mop up. Maybe you want to get a Clark Schmidt, one of those type of long relievers that will give you some long relief here. Lucas Licky. So and you save your high leverage relievers for later in the game. And there's a pitch. Misses for a ball. Or maybe, and then you could even close out Chapman in the 9th here just to get him back to see what he's got there. Because in case you do have a close game, you don't have to put him in a closer's role immediately. You say, no, you pitched the first game and, we're going to rest. We're going to hold off. Here's 2-0. So it could be a perfect storm if you're the way the Yankees maneuver if they want to. So the Yankees, I see the stat from it said the Yankees are 4-7 with runners in scoring position all game. today. They're 4 for 7. That's winning baseball, no matter who you're up against. Here's the pitch. Gonzalez hits hard right to Naylor, and he hardly knew her. So the Yankees score 2 more runs here, and they take a 10-2 lead here. And we go to the bottom of the 7th here. I'll take a quick break as we take me out to the ball game. All right, so we're back here, and Aroldis Chapman will be pitching the 7th inning. So Chapman back from the injured list. Missed about 6 weeks here. So he is back, and he's changed. He worked on a little bit on his delivery and rested that tendinitis there. And we shall see. He worked on a little bit on his mechanics. Let's see if El Mesible Cubano is back. Let's see if the Cuban Missile is back. And that hit. That earlier was an error on Andres Jimenez on the Andujar, so it wasn't a base hit. They reversed it back into an error. So Yankees have 10 runs and 11 hits. Cleveland with 2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error. And Andres Jimenez will lead off against Aroldis Chapman. It'll be interesting. The radar gun, where's he throwing, and his pinpoint control. Yes, absolutely. No problem. Have a good night. Get some rest. Yes. Awesome. Barbecue steak, portobello mushroom. Sounds delicious. And have a good service there. Here's a pitch. And ball 1. I hope there's a good word for you, my friend, and we'll see you. And Maria says, beautiful, beautiful hitting. Let's see how he does. Yes, indeed, Maria. Let's see how Chapman does. Right now, 1-0. Chapman deals. In there for a strike, 96-mile-per-hour four-seam on the outside corner, 1 ball, 1 strike from Aroldis Chapman, who is going to be a pending free agent. A lot of folks think he will not be signed by the New York Yankees. We'll let him go to bigger and better pastures. But here's the 1-1 pitch from Mesible Cubano, and the pitch down low, 2-1. I can see Aroldis signing a 2-year deal with the Marlins here. He is a native from Miami, Florida, in his off season. Here's a 2-1 pitch coming from the Cuban Missile, Chapman, and the pitch Swing and a miss on a nice slider, although sliders you want to keep it down and away, not that high. That's a little bit of a place where you get in trouble. But 2 ball, nonetheless, 2 balls and 2 strikes for Chapman. Now Chapman, when he gets going, you start seeing him with a bath of sweat. Right now, he's not sweating yet. So I always said if he's not sweating, he's not working. Here's a 2-2 pitch, and this one's foul. We'll do it again, 2-2. Now, he has some good outings in Somerset. I don't think so. I don't think he's not. I don't think so. I don't think they're going to sign on. Unless he takes a less money. Who knows? But I don't think so. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Oh, it hit. Ouch. No, he missed him. Oh, he missed him. I thought he hit him. It sounded like it from the noise from the broadcast. It just heard like ka-dunk. No, he missed it. It hit the umpire. Okay. He missed him and it hit the umpire. That was the noise I heard. The kajunga, the shin guard of the umpire. Ooh. So the count is full 3-2. So we got the payoff pitch coming from Chapman. 6 pitches, first batter here. Chapman. And the 3-2 pitch. He walked him. So Chapman walks him in. It's the last thing you want to do here. Iron is his first batter. Let's see how he does here. But you don't want to start walking the ballpark, putting runners on, and extending the game here, or where you have to start using multiple pitchers in an inning. You know, you still, you know, Guardians still got 9 outs to go here. I know it's an 8-run lead and so forth, but that's what the last thing you want to do. You have another game coming up. This is different if you were just one and done, one game tonight and that's it. But you have another game coming on, and the same day you want to keep it smooth and clean as possible here. So here's Palacio Richie, who's another left-hander. So Cleveland has a bunch of lefties here. Here's pitch. Chapman, wild right now. Right now, want to know if I'm the Yankees next pitch. If he misses, I will send Matt Blake, or I'll have Trevino have a conference. Use up your conference. Have a conversation. Settle him down a little. Maybe he's a little nervous returning back to the big league. Here's the pitch. Swings and a miss, 1 ball, 1 strike. So he took something off that slider, down and away. That's where you want to throw your slider, down and away, down in the zone where you're not going to get hit. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and he framed it and he hit it on the strike zone perfect. It was either way, swing or miss wise, it was still a strike. It was still in the zone, but down. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Grounded, and that's foul. So it's 1-2. So he went back to the slider. So it looks like right now he's trusting his slider. The one pitch that he's got control over, and he's going to it. Now Chapman was throwing a cutter, and he was throwing actually a splitter in the dirt. Now he was working on it since last year, but he went away with it due to the fact of the catcher had no confidence with the catcher blocking it. Here's a 1-2 pitch coming. Fastball. Ooh, just missed that one outside. So the count is square 2-2. Can't seem to locate this fastball for strikes yet. Now he's starting to see a little glaze of sweat on his forearms. That's a good sign. When Chapman starts sweating, he starts getting heated up. Here's a 2-2 pitch coming. Oh, not even close with that slider. So another 3-2 count here. 12 pitches for Chapman. It's going to be a little, hopefully Chapman can get through this here. He's got to first hunk down on Palacio here. Here's the payoff pitch. He walked him. Back-to-back walks. Chapman struggling out there. Oh, boy. This is the last thing I wanted to see here. But you have a 8-run lead here where you could experiment a little here. So it will bring up Sandy Leon. And the thing that got let's see, back-to-back left-hander. Now Matt Blake gets here. And now Mariachio starts warming up here. Let's see. In case there's So let's see if Matt Blake through to interpreter settles him down here. A good encouragement there. As good job, Gonzalez and chat. And let's see. So Leon will be here. Will bat for himself 0 for 1. Yankees up 10-2 here. We're in a home bottom of the 7th inning. And here's Leon with 2 runners on. Down the right-hander Chapman deals. Here's the first pitch. Down, not even close. Chapman is not sharp here. Did you think we might have rushed him back up and took back up? Maybe give him a couple more stint in the minors. It looks like he might have needed some more time. He does not look sharp, folks. Can't get that fastball at all. Here's the 1-0 pitch. He gets one there. That's a call on a slider. So he's been hitting the sliders with strikes. But the fastball can't seem to get a strike located. 1 ball, 1 strike to count here. Boy, Chapman could use a ground ball double play here. You got the good candidate for it. Here's a 1-1 pitch coming. Got it over. So he dropped another slider, 1 and 2. He hung that one up and away. At this point, he's just trying to get me over a slider. It is a 1 ball, 2 strikes. So here's the first 2 strike count. Actually, he has had 2 strike counts on all 3-2 on all hitters, but ahead of the count 1 and 2. He checks the runner, Chapman, and the 1-2 pitch. 2 and 2. That was down and away. Can't seem to locate that fastball. And that's what Chapman's signature is, his fastball. Two balls and 2 strikes to count. Chapman deals. Not even close. 3 and 2. He's aiming this pitch here. He's aiming it instead of letting it go free flow. Now, another payoff pitch here. Chapman's starting to be a little frustrated. So here's the back-to-back walks with a full count here to San De Leon. And the payoff pitch. Not even close. 3 straight walks. If you're Boone, you have to. I hate to do that at Chapman. You're going to have to. And here, Boone. Wow. And this is the game where you could have got some good work for Chapman. You have a 8-run lead. There is no pressure. Go out there, pitch your game. All right. Show me what you work with your mechanics. And Chapman is coming off disappointed. Wow. Disappointing for Chapman. I hope he gets better. I hope he works well. Wow. Man, and I am a big fan of. I like Chapman. I'm a fan of Chapman, but he's struggling, man. You have to pull him there. Now you have created yourself a little bit of a pickle. That's the last thing I didn't want. Remember, I was saying, I don't want to go to the bullpen. One of your relievers come and struggle, and then you have to start using bullpen arms when you have a second game coming on. So a little disappointed with Aroldis Chapman there. With that, I wish you would have, if you would have told me you struggle and you recorded maybe 1 or 2 outs, and then okay, but now you're leaving your team in a bad situation with the bases loaded, no one out, and they have a chance, to get some runs and extend and pitching wise, so I don't want them to burn up too many relievers. You need a reliever who could give you actually two and a third of an inning of solid pitching here to close this game out and get ready for game 2. This game it would have been, in a perfect world, would have been phenomenal. Would have ended at 3:30, before a quarter to 4. Perfect. You give you some time and you're back at 6. But now with this bases loaded, no one out, who knows how long this game is going to go. I'm not saying Cleveland's coming back to tie this, but you want to make it quick and disposability quick. You want to be, 2 hours and 45 minutes certainly right now. And we could say about two and a half hours on the field for these players, and you go another half hour of baseball, 3 hours of baseball, boom, game 2. So Chapman knows that he's a little frustrated, and he left professionally there. He didn't go out, like a little baby, but he went out. He acknowledged he didn't have it. So Marinaccio in here. Now he's been impressive. Hey, Logan Howell, my man, Logan. Salute, man. Good afternoon. So right now the bases are loaded with no one out for the Guardians. The Yankees up 10-2 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Marinaccio coming in for Chapman, who walked the bases loaded here with no one out. So 3 straight walks for Chapman, and you got Miles Straw coming up. Now, Straw had a lot to say in the Yankee Stadium, the catalyst of all that, getting in the crowd's face and so forth. He is 0 for 2, who's batting 200, and he has a chance for him to make some noise with his bat here. Marinaccio takes the sign and the pitch. Here's the one who finally a strike there, thrown 0-1. So after this game, we'll take a small break. We'll cut off the air. We'll start a new stream at 6 o'clock for game 2. So we'll do the doubleheader this afternoon. And the 0-2 pitch in there for a strike. So it's 0-2 the count. So quickly 0-2 to Miles Straw. So Chapman watching along, see if Marinaccio could get him going. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Just missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. So Marinaccio having a good year for the Yankees, who thought it was going to be just, we'll be here for May, and then we'll send them back down when the rosters shrink. No, he has done a good job, and he has numbers to prove it. Last year in AAA, and he has not allowed a run in the last 12 games, Marinaccio. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and foul. As Straw wanted to call time, but Marinaccio was ready in his delivery. Wasn't granted. He fouled that ball to stay alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Yes, Chapman had struggled this inning, Logan. Indeed. But let's see if Marinaccio could come out and pull. Boy, talk about getting a circle of even more trust if he comes out of this and no runs and get out of this bases loaded, no out situation. Here's the 1-2 pitch. He has strikeout ability. Grounded. Third, Mayhew back to second, and he just gets out there. They allowed the run to score. There was no urgency there to try to force something. So fielder's choice for Straw. He gets an RBI, but he gets erased. But Leon gets erased from third, 5-4. So Chapman has a little tightness there. So I wouldn't be surprised if Chapman returns back on the IL. Wouldn't surprise me one bit. So here's Stephen Kwan. So Kwan, a good contact hitter now. Yankees trying to play for a double play. They'll concede a run for an out. The Yankees up 10-3. They want to give outs here. They don't mind conceding a run as long as they get some outs here, not set themselves for a big inning as they throw over the run to first. To Straw, he got back. And the pitch. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes to Stephen Kwan, who's 0 for 3. Tough at bats. Cole was tough on him all afternoon. Had 2 strikeouts on a hitter who doesn't strike out a lot. Cole was tough on him. Cole only gave up 3 hits, pitched 6 innings. And 2 of them were 2 solo home runs, back-to-back priority. There's the 1-0 pitch here. Runner takes off, in a throw. They throw to second. And Trevino, not in time. Gonzalez, what a tag there. Up in the air and try to pull that tag there. They're going to see if they're going to check it. Boy, that's risky there for Straw trying to steal. And lucky he just got in there. Just barely got in there, too. Let's take a look at that replay. And, yeah, he was safe. But, man, if he gets caught out and you're down by 7 runs and you're running. And the pitch in there, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So you got second and third. So second and third here, 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Yankees have a 10-3 lead here. And the pitch. It's in on his hands. And that fights it off foul. All right, so it's a 1 ball, 2 strike count here. And the pitch. And on his hands, he fouls it again. So we'll do it again. Tough hitter is Steven Kwan. He's a So here's the 1-2 pitch. Just missed, 2-2. Good pitch there. Better eye from Kwan there. A lot of major league hitters will go down swinging on that pitch, down and away. So right now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Smart play there by Kwan. Very impressive hitter for the Guardians. Here's a 2-2 pitch coming. Ooh, up in his head, inside. Little sweet chin music there. So the count runs forward. So here's another 3-2 count in this inning. Boy, the Yankees with these 3-2 counts. So the 3-2 pitch coming. Chopped up the middle, cut off. And he gets it. Toss it there. Another run's in. So 1 more run for the Guardians. So you get an RBI ground out for Steven Kwan. So 2 outs. Yankees still up by 6 here in the 7th. And here's Amer Rosario with a runner at third now with 2 outs. So these are being charged. These runs will be charged to Aroldis Chapman on his ERA and his record. So Mariachi doing a good job getting soft contact. Nothing hit too hard here by Mariachi. Here's the pitch to Rosario in there for a strike. So Rosario is 0 for 2 with a walk. Here's the 0-1 pitch coming. Rosario lifts this one into shallow, and Hicks is there, and Hicks makes the play. So the inning is nice job by Mariachi. Although a couple runs have come in, 2 runs there with no hits. They leave 2 on. So it's a 10-4. Mariachi getting into the circle of trust little by little there. Walking in there, coming in there with the bases loaded, no one out. He gave up 2 runs, but they were on some soft contact and extremely soft. You saw Rosario with that weak flyout. All 3 outs were recorded in a soft variety. Nothing squared up. You gotta like that going forward if you're the New York Yankees. Concerning with Chapman, yes, extremely concerning and disappointing by Chapman. You saw due to the replay from the cast, Paul O'Neill mentioned that he was grimacing on his back there on Chapman. Like I said, it wouldn't surprise me if Chapman returns back on the IL. I won't be surprised one bit. So we are in a commercial break. We will start the 8th inning. Then we'll say goodbye at the once the game hits the lineup, how we're gonna do it. Once the game is over, game 1, we'll say goodnight. We'll turn off the stream. We'll We'll return for game 2 later on. I'll make up as soon as we get off the air. I'll make up a new stream. Once the new stream is up and running, we'll come back on 6 o'clock. We'll do that, and then we'll do after that it's over. We'll go into the Money in the Bank as well. So we're busy day for myself. So we will start the 8th inning. So 10-4 lead here. DJ will lead it off. So DJ 1 for 2, 2 walks, a solo home run, and 2 runs for David John. The first pitch in there for a strike. Josh, what's going on? No, we just started the 8th inning. It is the top of the 8th inning. DJ LeMahieu, the inning just started, Joshua. So salute to you there. The Guardians got 2 runs on no hits, had the bases loaded, and they manufactured some runs. So that's a good sign for their offense. And here's DJ, smacks one, and he gets a base hit. So here we go. Good afternoon for DJ LeMahieu. So he's been on base 4 times for DJ LeMahieu. So our leadoff single's on, and here's Judge. So even with that out that he hit in center field in the 4th inning was a lot of noise, and he's making it. And wow, LeMahieu's heating up. Here's Judge though. Judge is 1 for 3, a walk, double, 2 runs. Here's the pitch. Outside. 1-0. Yankees have a 10-4 lead here. We are in the top of the 8th inning. Yankees are a really good aggressive team tonight from 1 through 9. Yes, I could agree. I mean, that's nothing. We're missing Rizzo. No Rizzo. I could do without Gallo or Higgy. And then Donaldson. We forgot Donaldson's not even there. Although some of us are not so hot on Donaldson, but they're becoming a deep team. I like Andujar inserted. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Judge. Judge. Inside out that one, but foul out of play. The big guy. 29 home runs. Sitting on 29 home runs right now. You could say one of the leading candidates for American League MVP next to Jordan Alvarez. Even Ramirez here by the Guardians got some really impressive numbers. So here's the 2-1 pitch. Inside. The 2-1 pitch. He holds up. Actually, 3-1. He walks him. Apologize. So Judge would have walked on a 3-1 pitch. So you got first and second now with no one out. Here's Gleyber Torres. Gleyber Torres having a fine afternoon as well. Torres, 3 for 3 with a walk. He has 3 singles, runs, 2 RBIs. So Torres doing some wonderful things on the number 3 slot there. So he's got 2 runners on here with no outs. He's ready to go. So Castro, 30 pitches coming here. And the pitch. Torres, first ball swingy, fouls it out of play. Down the right field line. So 0-1. So the 1 pitch coming here with runners on first and second. No one out. And here it comes inside slider. So it evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. And the pitch, runners go. And the Yankees stealing the bases right back on the Guardians. You know, they were up by it was a 7-2 game, 10-2 game, and we saw the Guardians with straw stealing. And the Yankees are still going to be aggressive there, and they stole the bases. Hey, I didn't say why do it, but now they got runners in scoring position when less than. So now we'll get you some more runs here. Here's the 1-2 pitch coming. Torres grounded in the hole, but they try to get Judge there. They go to third, and Judge gets caught in between, but a run does score. So an RBI fielder's choice for Gleyber Torres. 11-4 game, so you score. Judge is retrieved 6-5-5. So he's out, and the fielder's choice for Torres, who's at first. So now with 1 out, Torres the runner at first. Here's Giancarlo Stanton. Boy, Stanton could really use a hit here, man. So here's Stanton, and the pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. But Stanton hit a rocket right to Ramirez, and the pitch is up high for a ball, 1-0. I mean 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch coming. Grounded up the middle and right to the second baseman. He was going to step on one, and he's all going to get one. So he gets a fielder's choice. It took a crazy hop there, but right to Jimenez. So Jimenez steps on second. He gets Torres out. And Stanton reaches on the fielder's choice. So he'll be running the bases here with Miguel Andujar. It allows Miguel Andujar to come up. Andujar, again, has been hitting the ball with a lot of and authority and violence. He reached on an error, but boy, that it wasn't like it was a tough one. It was a hard hit ball. Everything he's hitting is with some We get a pinch runner, so Joey O2 Gallows is going to run. So it's been a month, I think, since Joey Gallo has actually touched the first base bag. So, just to get him acclimated how to run the bases. So he's there for Stanton, and he'll probably play the outfield. So here's Andujar in there for a strike. Andujar has hit the ball hard all 4 times. He has a hit to show for it, but they were all loud, violent outs for the dude. And here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss there. Got him with a nice slider down and in on Andujar. Remember, Andujar is the 27th roster player on this. So when you have a doubleheader, you allow to expand your roster 1 player. He's the player that's called up. A lot of times he's the one that gets called back down, but let's see if he makes a name for himself. You might be surprised who they send back down. So here's a pitch, 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Remember, he has expressed through his agent he wants to be traded if he's not going to be used. If he's not here, please find him a home where he could play. I do not blame him. Runner-up Rookie of the Year, although everyone except for the baseball writers had him as Rookie of the Year, 48 doubles. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Misses 2-2. And they decided to give the Rookie of the Year to the novelty act that is called Shohei Ohtani, who did not deserve it that year. So the 2 balls and 2 strike count. That's my opinion. Andujar has had some bad luck. Injuries. Urshela took his job away, although Urshela, rightfully so, played well. And here's the 2-2 pitch. He swung and a miss, struck him out. So Andujar goes down on strikeouts. That would end. But however, the Yankees get a run, one hit, and they leave one man on. So we go now to the bottom of the 8th inning, and of course back to 7-run lead here. And Cleveland, game 1 of this doubleheader. Game 2 will be at 6 o'clock ish. First pitch a little after 6:05, 6:10. We will be back on with the watch along. Of course, once this third out is recorded, we'll say goodbye. We'll take a break on the stream. We'll make up a new stream. So if you're new, like Joshua Smith, hit that notification bell. First of all, thank you for joining us, Joshua Smith. Subscribe, hit that notification bell when we do the Yankee watch along. You could join us. And of course, the world's most famous chat. We always encourage everyone to come to the chat and participate. We also cover more, not just baseball. We do basketball. We do the wrestling, as well as the MMA, Rangers hockey. We love it. Hey, you got Nestor Cortes, Joshua. Can we sweep? I think our probabilities are going to be really good of sweeping this doubleheader. Although everyone says it's usually like a percentage usually split, but I think the Yankees got something going here. I think they will be able to get this doubleheader split, Joshua. Definitely. I can't wait to call it. I'll be anticipating the call and I'm looking forward to doing that to see, because everyone knows how much you could say I'm a Nestor Cortes mark. I'm just a big fan of the pride of Hialeah, Florida, Nestor Cortes. So we will see. When we get back from the inning, let's make sure we put. Here we go. So Lucas Lasagna Licky will be warming up here. 26 games. If in a perfect world you want him to pitch these 2 next innings, get these last 6 outs, don't struggle, get it. Oh, Cavelli's pitching for Cleveland. Yeah, they have a good chance because it's Cortes. So Joey Gallo will take over in right field. So Joey Gallo, who has not touched first base in over a month, he found out how it feels to step on the bag at first as a base runner. Now he's going to go play the outfield, although we might see him next game. So here's Jose Ramirez, who's going to be batting from the right side. Ramirez is 0 for 2. He walked in the 3rd inning. So Mariachino came in and cleaned up for Chapman. Good job on him. He got nothing but soft contact, and Lasagna Licky throws a ball, 1 ball, no strike to Ramirez, who is batting from the right side. And the pitch inside. 2-0. Yes, Judge will probably be in some capacity in either right field or in center field. Game 2. Here's the 2-0 pitch, grounded right to LeMahieu, and it's a foul ball. So it's a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike to count here. We'll probably see Donaldson play 3rd. Boy, how do you take Gleyber Torres' bat and LeMahieu's bat out of the lineup? Probably will give Stanton the day off, I think. Probably just me thinking, and make Donaldson your designated hitter, or even or move the LeMahieu to 2nd and Donaldson at 3rd, and Gleyber, we've seen Gleyber could be the designated hitter. But because both of those guys got some hitting, man. They're hitting. Both of them are hot there with their bats. Hey, salute. Sherry, salute. The Yankees are awesome and amazing. Yes, they're 11-4 right now. And yes, in the top of the eighth inning here with a 3-1 count here. And the pitch. And it's grounded here, backhanded by Torres, fouled across, and they got him. What a play there by Gleyber Torres. Made it look easy. That was not a play, an easy play. That's a second baseman with a short starter arm. Good job there. And the Guardians really are the ones punching back. No, they're not. They've been playing well, Heel. They've been playing really well. They've been tough. And we want to thank Sharice Salute. Thank you again. The Yankees are awesome. We thank you for joining us on the Facebook app. Thank you. So we'll be back for game 2 after game 1. So we'll take a quick break. I'll go burn some meats, walk around, get some air, and come right back to game 2 when they come first pitch. Yes, let's get them out there. Indeed. So a ball 1-0 to Josh Naylor. Josh Naylor, hardly knew her. So he's 1 for 3. He had a solo home run in the second inning. Of course, Yankees are one that we all love the Yankees. Absolutely. Let's get that Yankee positivity and love it. Naylor with a base hit. And it's a base for Naylor. He's on with 1 out. And Heel makes a good question. Do you think the Guardians will win a playoff series, to be honest? Not really, but could they put the living scare out of someone? Yes. They got good hitters. Steve Kwan hits. Roman Rosario. I know. Pitching. They got Beaver still if he's not traded. They got something, some relevance. You never know in September. You just want to get in October. You just want to get him healed. There'll be an underdog, absolutely. But so here's Franmil Reyes. First pitch, swing and a miss. So 0-1 the count. So Franmil Reyes had a home run against Cole on the back-to-back priority. So he's had a quiet season here. And tonight he hit a base. He had a home run. He's a big guy who has some power. Maria, of course, one of our regulars, loves the Yankees, says the best team in baseball. Yes, indeed. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And we'll highlight that because that's what she meant. The best team in baseball. Yeah. In the words of Tito Nieves, yeah, baby. I like it like that. Or those that go pack deeper. Ooh, is a pitch. 2 balls and 1 strike. Oh, let's see. Josh, let me get this comment. I think the Twins best team in the Central if the pitching shows up. Yeah, but here comes the Guardians. They're climbing up and they're showing. Here's a swing, the miss. So it's 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Or 2-2. So he fouled that off. Now let me ask both of you guys. You think the Central Division, will they provide a second team as a wild card? Remember, 3 gets in the wild card. Here's a ball, and that drops in front of Gallo. So Franco with a blue space hit. Now we were giving Gallo flowers on his defense, and that one he kind of that tough one there. I didn't like the way he circled that ball, that pop up. Aroldis Chapman, I think he's still not 100%, Joshua. I know you mentioned what happened to him throwing 100 mile. He's hurt. He looked like he was grimacing on his back. He little back tightening. No, White Sox and Guardians are terrible. So Joshua thinks no. Okay. Here's Andres Jimenez. So Jimenez is 1 for 2. All right. Swing and a miss there. 0-1. We're gonna let's see if so we're thinking all the teams are gonna come out from the East. Okay. And there's a full foul. 0-2 to count. So remember, Andre Jimenez and as well as Ahmed Rosario was part of that big trade for Francisco Lindor, who came over. Red Sox are getting scary indeed. We'll see them next weekend for 4 games. I cannot wait for that. And the pitch. The 0-2 pitch got him for a strikeout. So Lucas Licky gets a strikeout there with a nice overhand curve. First out. So here's Palacio. Takes a ball, 1-0. So Palacios is 0 for 2 with a walk in the 7th inning. He scored it on a run there, part of the Chapman, a little bit of Aroldis Chapman's meltdown there. Here's the pitch. Misses. 2-0. And Ray's already made an important move as Achilles from Detroit, who showed up for them. But is there enough for them to make up any deficit? Here's the pitch. 3-0. And Joshua says Schwarber and Renfroe was huge losses for them. It was, and especially did you see the month that Schwarber was having in June for Philadelphia? My God, he got hot last year too. He did the same exact thing. He is, talk about when he's hot, when he gets going, he is a scary hitter, that Schwarber. Here's a 3-0 pitch here as we get the chat up and running, and we get the chat always sending us some good stuff. So 3 balls and 1 strike, and Maria wants to send Lucas Lasagna Licky to Wendy's or send them to the Olive Garden to go work there and cook some lasagna. But this is when you have to use those type of relievers, Maria. He walks them. This is when you need to use these relievers, in these situations, because you don't want to burn your high-level relievers in a game that you're well comfortable ahead. You're up by 7. You should be able to get major leaguers out, but there's 2 outs here. So here's Sandy Leon. Now that's what you want. You want Lucas Licky to have a quick inning so he could close it out in the 9th. But now with this struggles, you might not even come out for the 9th. But we'll see. And this is a foul ball. 0-1 to count to Leon. He was swinging at the first pitch there, so you trying to catch the Yankees napping or trying to get a good pitch here to make at least some noise here. So the bases are loaded here with 2 outs. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. So quickly 0-2. We'll get the 2-strike horn going. And Lucas Licky looking to get a strikeout here and leave the bags full with Leon from Puerto Rico, Florida, Sandy Leon. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This one gets away. and not far away for Naylor to go anywhere. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good job there. So Trevino didn't go far enough. Whew. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And I love the chat interaction. Want to know about the Cardinals and Brewers. Brewers are going to get – the Brewers are interested in actually Joey Gallo. I don't know why, but hey, we'll send them – I said it earlier. We'll send them on a trip to – we'll send them Frontier. Here's a – struck him out. Got him. So – caught him with a backdoor slider, and Leon didn't like that. And at least the base is loaded. So big strikeouts for Lucas Lasagna Licky. So the Yankees 11 and the Guardians 4. We go to the 9th inning here. So here we go. 9th inning action here. For the Yankees, they will have Hicks, Carpenter, Trevino, and Gonzalez if anyone reaches. Thank you guys for watching along this afternoon with me here. Don't forget to hit those likes. Thank you for joining us, all the new ones, all folks new in the Facebook app. Thank you so much. As well here in the YouTube channel, the Twitch, the Rumba, and anywhere and everywhere. Wow. Thank you guys for listening with us as well. We do this here on the BX Sports JEDI Network. Thank you so much for all the new followers, new friends, new subscribers. Thank you so much here. Thank you. I'm glad I'm able to watch along these games with you. So we have a change of innings. And Maria says, send him to Hawaii. He will be perfect there. His hair he has lovely hair. So you guys, I know Hugh and Joshua were having good conversations about trading deadline. Red Sox, Red Sox, and Rays and Blue Jays. I don't know if the Blue Jays are going to add, guys. I think, remember, they spend money, but they become frugal too. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. They do have players that are interesting. They can move. They have Cameron Biggio. They're not using. They can move. They have, they have players they can move there, especially for one of those frontline pitchers, Montas or Castillo. Those are the 2 darlings that we see out there. Oh yeah, so it's Alan Cervelli versus Nestor Cortes. Cervelli has a 7.20 ERA. In 40 innings. So, it's a volley. But he's coming back from an injury, though. So here's Ian Clement will come on pitch here. So it's a position player. 2nd career pitching appearance. Ernie Clement, knuckleball, and first pitch swinging. 0-1. So we got the position player in. And another ether pitch up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 pitch. He misses. 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2 balls and 1 strike here. So we have the novelty act. Here's a pitch up high. Oh, they call that one a strike. Oh, that wasn't a strike, but I guess the umpire wants to go in and he wants to have a lunch. He wants to have in between innings, in between games snack, and probably has to use the restroom. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and it's grounded to the second baseman. Fields throws the first one out. So with 1 away, we'll bring up Matt Carpenter. And oh, it's a home run. Sorry, I was looking at the replay. And he hits one. Carpenter tapsoos it. And he hits it. And he nailed it. So the Carpenter nails another home run. 102 mile per hour velocity, 411 foot. Ooh, my apologies for not seeing that in live action. I was looking at the replay. Wow. Wow. So Carpenter is building on something here with the Yankees. Here's another one. And this one is gone. Back to back. And a belly to belly here. Jose Trevino. Wow. Trevino. The Bronx Bombers putting their names and stamping all over Clement here. Wow. Hey Tito, I think you got to get Ernie out of here. Wow. So the action is going quick here. Here's Gonzalez. Oh, takes a ball. Another one way above. 2 balls and no strike. Wow. He said Gallo was better. And here's a pitch. So in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Gonzalez. And the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Carpenter with 8 home runs and 51 plate appearances this season. That's impressive. Here's a pitch. Grounded into the third baseman. Throw across the diamond. And they got him. 2 outs. Chris Price, salute. Go Yankees. Indeed, Chris. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for participating in the chat. We appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. I hope your 4th of July weekend is starting off phenomenal with fireworks the way the Yankees are doing. And thank you. And Heel says, I don't understand Matt Carpenter. He bats like 160 for us in Texas range and he goes to New York and becomes a good player. Because there's an aura behind it. Here's LeMahieu, the pitch. In there for a strike. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike to count. LeMahieu having a good game. 2 for 3. And the pitch down. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 2-1 pitch. This is foul out of play, so it's 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Count is even 2-2. So here's the 2-2 pitch coming. Chop, foul. We'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. We're in the 9th inning of game 1. We will be doing game 2 at 6 p.m. And the 2-2 pitch. Inside. The count runs full 3-2. And the pitch grounded. Right to shortstop. And this should do it. And yep, it retires. So the Yankees get 2 runs on back-to-back and a belly-to-belly home runs. And we go now to the bottom of the 9th inning. The Yankees hold over the Guardians 13-4. They're up by 9. Let's go, Yankees. Here to try to get game 1 and send us to stretch, walk around, burn some meats, get back ready, and get ready for the second game. Yes, it is Chris Price. This is the makeup. Boy, Alberto, you started off a little salty there, man. Wow. See you later, buddy. We gave you an opportunity in the beginning of the broadcast to tell you to watch your language. You were pretty cool about it, and now you just totally acted a buffoon. So you see ya. Just like the Guardians. Out of here. So Lucas Licky will close this out. We're going to have Straw, Quan, and probably a pinch hitter. Guardians got a lot of work to do here, but with the Yankee bullpen, and I don't know. I don't think so. So this is the first game. It's a doubleheader. First game from last night's game that was rained out. We are in a change of inning, and Alberto Ortiz acted like a fool, so he is booted out. So Ryan Weber will close out this game for the New York Yankees. He was called up from the AAA. Now let's see if Weber gets a 1-2-3 inning, get this done quick. We saw him pitch last for the Yankees on the Big Ball Club against Tampa Bay on June 16th. He gave up 2 hits and a run last time up. So he is a right-hander. So he's got some nice numbers in AAA Scranton. So he's looking to close this out here with the Yankees with a 9-run lead here. Hey, Hector. Salute, Hector. Got back from Tampa. Hope as well, my friend. I hope you enjoy your time in Tampa. I hope you really enjoy the beautiful sun. It was hot when you were here. I'm glad you enjoyed some games in the minor league complex. I'm glad you did wonderful, wonderful time in your vacation, man. Hector from the Yankees Morning Brew in the building. So we're all well. Thank you. Logan, I'm hoping the Yankees have an away series in Atlanta next season. I've just got a little bit closer and easier to go see. Yeah, next year, I think, Logan, I think it's competitive schedule. So they're going to play everyone and everywhere. I don't know where, if it's going to be 2 series, home and home. I don't know, but I heard it was going to be competitive balanced schedule. So that's similar to what they do in the NBA, that they play everyone a couple times home and home. Here's the pitch. So it's 0-2. And of course, he said he got a little bit of a tan. Of course, welcome to Florida. If you don't come to Florida, don't get a tan. There's something wrong with you. Here's a 1-2 pitch. I hope you enjoyed the food. I know it's not like New York City food, but something different. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And this one is in the air to right field. Gallo goes back. Gallo retreats. So 1 away in the 9th. Put that in my scorecard. Here's Steve Kwan. Ryan Weber is from the minor leagues. Is their Scranton's closer. It has the duties there along with Mariachi. But Mariachi now has made this club. So Ryan has become their closer, pitching really well for Scranton. And here's the first pitch in there to Steve Kwan in there for a strike. So Kwan is 0 for 4 this afternoon with 2 strikeouts on the hand of Cole. Here's the 0-1 pitch down low. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. And the 1-1 pitch. It's 1-2, so 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. And right to Andujar. So 2 outs. He lined that one to Andujar. Played it pretty perfect. So Guardians last to their final outs. And here's a pinch hitter. Gabriel Aroldis will come up here. And he only has played 2 games, so it's a minor leaguer for the Guardians here. The final out here. Here's the pitch in there for a strike. I agree. Andujar needs to stay. I've been saying that a little bit here. First and swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2 the count. Let's get the 2-strike horn going. Here's the 0-2 pitch coming. This is line right to Andujar and into this glove. Ball game over. Yankees win. The Yankees win. So the Yankees win the first game of the doubleheader here, 13-4. Wow, they take game one. So day-night doubleheader. We'll be back on at 6 o'clock. We'll be back on. Join us back again for it, and we'll see you then. I'm going to go stretch out, probably burn some meat, of course, and walk around a little bit, and we'll be back here to the watch along. Thank you so much for those that are going to return. We'll see you back. For those that won't be returning back and going to go do things or watch either Money in the Bank or MMA tonight, thank you for joining me. Thank you for being part of the afternoon, allowing me to entertain you for your afternoon. And thank you so much. We'll see you in a couple hours, man. We'll be back, and thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Yankee Stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the lineups.